I think the simple goal for both these squads is just to come out and execute. This is one of those odd games where you're playing on a weird day. Time's normal, but it's a different rhythm when you're playing on a Monday as opposed to Tuesday. I mean, when you're coaching that situation, you've dealt with some of that in the past where it's, does it change the rhythm a little bit with the players and the coaches? How's that go about?
It does. I mean, it's a routine thing. So you're looking at your athletes and asking them to kind of step out of the boundaries of what is routine. And, Mondays for us is a school day is already interrupted because we have different activities and organizations that are put in place to help the students academically. So we're already shortening our day, and to throw this kind of adjustment in there on a Monday is difficult for schedule and routine of doing things. I would say that they're probably used to doing game prep for Tuesday nights on Monday as much as we would if we were playing in soccer. So routine is everything. However, both teams have to make that adjustment on the fly, and so you're just asking your kids to adapt and mold to the situation and overcome the obstacle.
If it allows, is your goal just kind of on a day like this for the kids, keep everything as normal as it can be compared to a regular game day? Is that kind of what you try to do?
Yeah, you almost copy and paste, right? Like it's so, you could have that interaction with the kids like last Friday and say, hey, listen, we're going to come back on Monday and, we're going to do this all over again. So you have that copy and paste formula as to, getting your mind right, getting focused, getting dialed in. I would say that both of these teams have a way of playing each other pretty consistently throughout the season. And the opponents that they play are very, very similar throughout the season, so you would expect that they'd be pretty familiar and comfortable with the challenge that's to be here tonight. And I expect us to be prepared for the situation.
Definitely. So do want to thank real quick while I get the chance our great sponsors on Z92, High Plains Tire Gold sponsor of the Coaches Show, Top Cat Formal Wear and Accessories, Divine Stationery, Klein Mechanical, Northwest Glass, Great Plains National Bank, R5 Customer Embroidery, and Long Shots Bar and Grill, who is our Coaches Show host. Cannot thank them enough for partnering with us. As looking at this Clinton Lady Reds roster a little deeper, quite honestly, they've had various issues, whether it's injuries or other things, that they just do not quite have enough numbers. I'd say for a school this size, that's been an issue that Coach Stu Jefferson has dealt with all season long. He's got some players that we will see contribute tonight, and a couple you definitely don't want to get rolling early. I mean, anything can happen in these type of games. You can't take anybody lightly, but look at Lillian Lime, the junior guard. She's got some skill to do things both as a shooter and getting inside on some drives, and kind of in that last matchup with Clinton way back on December 19th, she was a spark early. Woodward eventually shut her down, held her to 8 points. But in that first half, there was definitely some punch by Clinton. But, Chris, it became more of attrition by the end of that game, where you could just tell, the lack of numbers was kind of hurting Clinton a lot. For the Boomers tonight, it's probably, along those same lines. Now, obviously you're down a few numbers as well, but I would say for Coach Moore, this is a chance to probably work some of those younger girls in. We've seen Bailey Nelson among those, Taylor Floyd that's come in and got a bit more time with Briley Douglas Fisher out. As a coach, when you got a game like this where the opponent's kind of not on the up and up right now, are you looking at that as an opportunity to say, okay, this is a chance to get some people that we may need down the stretch as we get towards playoff time here in a week or two, some good minutes? Is that kind of the goal tonight?
I think it'll get to that. You still want to assert your own performance and your own game plan. You don't want to just I don't want to say it's not throwing the towel, but you don't want to you don't want to throw away what you had consistently going all season just to give out those minutes. However, I expect that to be the case. When you look at the difference in roster sizes, when we played the Duncan Lady Demons, we really talked about how fast-paced that they were. I mean, as soon as it came off the glass or as soon as Duncan received the ball, they were chunking it down the other side. you know, that is something that we could do early on to get that confidence or get that gap set up, so that way we can honor some minutes for some other players to get in and earn valuable time, because that is the one key to this. Is if you want growth and development, these kids have to see the court. They have to see their opportunity and see the adversity in front of them. So see if they can overcome the obstacles that are there.
And you know, just kind of give you an idea, the last matchup, and we were talking about that on the 19th, Boomers led 30-7 at the half. They really turned it on in the late first quarter into the second quarter and kind of kept that momentum, did not look back. You know, that being said, talking about Lily line for Clinton, you'll have to watch out for Williams as well as Peyton Klontz. Klontz just a freshman. She showed some flashes in that game, and it kind of has throughout the season. It's just consistency. It's similar to what we were talking about with the Duncan boys Friday night, where you'll have those stretches where it's like, okay, you know, things are a little put together, but the inconsistency just unfortunately been there for Clinton, and the Boomers are going to look to capitalize on that. I mean, that's what it comes down to, is how can you capitalize on that. They did it really well in the first matchup, and this is a team that, you know, we talk about the fast pace, as you mentioned, with the Duncan Lady Demons. The Boomers can kind of apply some of that to Clinton tonight, Chris. And when you can get a team on their heels, that's always a big advantage. It
will be, and you know, the team comparison of how they're performing and whatnot. If you notice that, and if their numbers are low, and then you notice that there's 1 to 2 athletes that are really their shining athletes, you can hone in on that as a team and really focus to, okay, we're going to limit the opportunities that they can be successful and allow the other players to maybe get a chance or a look. However, we're going to force them with their star athletes. We're going to force them for them to make big moments, and it's not going to be easy. Like we're really going to crowd the area so that they don't have a free look at the basket, and I would hope that we go fast in transition to give us those fresh legs on the court.
Definitely so. And hey, while we're talking about the teams a little bit, you know, we were doing our livestock show tour today on K101. Sean Kelly stopped in Ellis County as well as Harper County, Shaq, Laverne, and I was trying to get some stuff here at Woodward County for the district livestock show. I did happen to run into Lily Luckett. She was kind of pulling double duty today. She was showing a sheep, and she wound up being grand champion in her division. So congrats to Lily Luckett today, pulling that double duty. She said she had to text coach earlier. They were trying to do a walkthrough. She had to text coach, say, hey, you know, I can't make the walkthrough. I'm at the livestock show trying to show. So successful in that. Parents were real excited. Ran into them kind of as on the way out, and she was excited to do well. Now you try to follow up, but you know, Chris, you deal with that not necessarily as much with soccer, because by that time a lot of that stuff is wound down a little bit. But like right now, you're preparing for a season. We get kids that are kind of, you know, doing some of the agriculture side as we get out here, and then the athletic side is it you just got to kind of let them be sometimes and try to help manage that the best you can.
Yeah, well, I mean, we want to offer something for all kids, and we want to be in a position that, you know, we are flexible and allow kids to experience all those new and different environments. And you know, you understand the area that we live in, that agriculture is kind of a big thing, and everybody's aunt, uncle, someone's a relative that has their own situation kind of going on. So, you know, I think that the FFA program is, I mean, it's a great leadership program. I mean, it's very, very respectable, and in terms of building character for the kids and holding them to high accountability and having the responsibility to take care of livestock and groom them to be a high performing looking animal. You know? Right. To me, I don't know, they're just, you know, herders and moving them around, but I mean, they can shine some pigs. Like I've seen some nice coated pigs, and I wondered, you know, what
skincare routine they got. Like, exactly. Man, that looks better than me right now.
Exactly.
What's going on?
I don't know how they do it, but yeah, I mean, these kids do a really good job in that program, and I know the educators responsible for that. You know, they put a ton of time in. I can't tell you how many times I look at our substitute report, and those ag teachers are gone all the time. So
yeah. But no, it's always good to see that. Like I said, just the leadership aspect, I think, is what, you know, a lot of them glean from it. It's all talking with Heath Lawbuck today as well. Chip's son. He had a grand steer earlier in the day. So, I mean, you know, and he's saying, hey, part of this is I'll go do speeches. You know, it's just multifaceted. So, love to see that well-roundedness, as well as, you know, not on top of just ag, but talk about multi-sport athletes with a lot of these kids as well. Always great to see. Well, with that said, I should say, we are getting closer to National Anthem opening tip and starting lines between the Woodward Boomers, the Clinton Lady Reds, coming up here in just a few minutes. Let's step aside for another break, and we'll come back and get it rolling. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
For more than 20 years, Northwest Glass has served Northwest Oklahoma with all their glass and door needs, including vehicle and equipment, windshield replacements and chip repairs, rekeying locks, and window and door repairs and installations. Call 256-4324 or stop by 611 Texas Avenue for all your glass and door needs. Good luck, Boomers.
R5 in Woodward offers you the very best in custom embroidery, screen printing, and heat pressing. R5 can personalize anything from hats to hoodies, shirts to jackets, and much more, including all your Boomer gear. Visit the store at 817 Main Street in Woodward or call at 580-256-3579 to place your order today.
Attention Expo Farm Expo exhibitors. Booth space is now available. It's the K101 Z92 Home and Agribusiness Trade Show, and it's coming to the Woodward County Event Center and Fairgrounds April 5th, 6th, and 7th. Now in our 40th year, this show features 2 exhibitor buildings plus outdoor exhibitor space and will host an extensive variety of agriculture and farm equipment. Also, home improvement ideas, clothing, communication, and entertainment products, ATVs, lawn and garden, new and used automobiles, plus arts and crafts and great food vendors. Thousands annually rely on Expo Farm Expo to see a wide variety and selection of products and services that only a show of this size can offer. Booth space is now available by calling 580-256-4101. That's 580-256-4101. Don't miss out. Reserve your space today for the Tri-State's largest spring home and farm show and be part of Expo Farm Expo 2024. Coming to the Woodward County Fairgrounds Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, April 5th, 6th, and 7th. It's food, folks, and fun with K101.
And welcome back on Boomer TV Z92 as we get set for the Woodward Boomers and the Clinton Lady Reds here just a few minutes away. And Chris, we talked about a lot, of course, you know, with both these teams, both dealing with some shortage of numbers and how it's just one of those nights. If you're out there, you're trying to execute for the Woodward girls. You know, Friday night, we felt like we saw some good things. Obviously, Alexa Mendel had a good performance despite the loss. Riley Moore was really getting involved well. You had mentioned you liked the way Lily Luckett had handled some of that pressure that Duncan was really trying to throw at him. Other than those three, I mean, who do you feel like really still needs to try to, I don't know, turn that cord a little bit with Riley Douglas Fisher out? Is there anybody that you're kind of eyeballing and say, all right, they've got to take it to another level, knowing that there's production that needs to be picked up?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's going to also be a conversation for the coaches. Like, what is our identity? Like, do we have to come up with a new plan? Do we have to have a different team structure, or you know? And sometimes when you don't have the players that you typically would have or that you would rely on, some things would work to that effect. Well, whenever those situations are not the case, sometimes you have to go back to the drawing board and really reevaluate who are your players and how can we make them successful. So, you know, looking down there, I mean, there's definitely some strong athletes. However, when you had Briley, you had the speed, you had the strength, all in one package, and, you know, along came the confidence because she'd had minutes on the floor for a couple of years now. So, you know, I don't know that we have that all-in-one package athlete. However, you know, we have speed. We've got players that are willing to be a team player, willing to sacrifice themselves to maybe keep possession or, you know, win possession. So really it's going to be coming to find the identity of each player and figuring out how to formulate maybe a new game plan to best formulate your team in this point of the year. I know that that's a scary thought, scary tactic, but
it's what's needed, right?
you may have to look at that situation. I know in my shoes I would have to evaluate what, because I can't force a kid to be somebody else. You know, that's one thing that you know, even with the sibling rivalry, like, you know, we got Caden Reed, who just graduated, and now we got Carter Reed. Like, I'm not going to expect Carter
to come up,
and Cole's coming up. Like, I know that those are all names that, you know, we're all familiar with, but that would just be, you know, my take on it. I can't expect any of these siblings to be their older sibling or their younger sibling. It is literally dependent on that individual who we have in front of us and the team that we have in front of us. We gotta make the adaptation and be successful as a team.
Well, and it looked like at least Friday night against Duncan, one of the things that it was kind of a noticeable change is Jocelyn Treese had been the point guard pretty much since the start of the new year, coming out of the break. It seemed that she was a little bit more off ball Friday night, trying to get the ball in the hands of Lexi Mendel a bit more, and I think part of that is because Briley Douglas-Fisher, despite being a post player, was a facilitator in this offense, right? She would work that baseline and be able to find things for the team, whether it be in a connection with a Kaylee Mills or Michelle Barr or Riley Moore down low, or being able to kick it out to a Lily Luckett or Jocelyn Treese. And they might try to rely on Jocelyn for a little bit more of that off-ball movement to find that connection point between the high post and the low post. With that said, just about ready to get to our national anthem and our starting lineups and opening tip-off here at Boomer Fieldhouse. Got crowds filing in. Pep Club kind of gathering as they do slowly over the night. It seems like it's always the strongest by about the fourth quarter of the boys' game, especially if it's a close one. Fills in as we go throughout the night. But we'll turn it over to Mr. Troy Hartley for PA here momentarily as both teams will line up and get ready for the national anthem. Now over to Troy Hartley.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Boomer Fieldhouse and welcome to Jimmy Pat Court. Tonight, our Boomer coach the great tornadoes and the major tornadoes in basketball action. Folks, before our national anthem, we will recognize a moment of silence so that you may, if you choose, reflect, meditate, pray, or engage in other silent activities. Please be respectful of others during this moment of silence. And now, if you are able, please remain standing, face the American flag for the playing of our beloved national anthem. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Clinton Lady Red Tornadoes. We're number 2, Elevation. We're number 5, Cleveland High. We're number 12, Lisa Day. We're number 1, Ariel Williams. And we're number 32, Michelle McBrayer. The Lady Red Coach Eugene Jason. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Woodward Boomers! Player 3, Lily Luckett! Player 5, Lightning Bell! Player 14, Jocelyn Treese!
lineups for both squads for the Boomers. The same starting lineup that we saw Friday night against Duncan of Jocelyn Treese, Lily Luckett, Lexi Mendel, Riley Moore, and Kaylee Mills for Clinton. They are just a 5 right now, as it looks like Payne Klontz is out. So they go Ella Retchen, Lisa Day, Nashi McBrayer, Lillian Lime, and Ariel Williams, the 5 for Clinton. And, you know, Chris, this is interesting in the sense that with Clinton, just with the 5, you can't afford foul trouble. So the Boomers are just going to have to take probably initiative, say, okay, we get to be aggressive and know that Clinton's got to watch themselves when it comes to that.
Yeah, and you know, it's the same approach that we had against Duncan last Friday.
Right.
We did not want to be in a position to be limited to how much physical play or contact that we had until the second half. And once we did that in the second half, we played much better as a team.
Boomers going right to left, Clinton going left to right this half. Boomers win and control the tip as on the right wing, Mendel goes top of the key to Treese. Left side to Luckett. Luckett looking back up to Treese. Still take the straightaway 3 and nail it. And that's how we begin. Jocelyn Treese with the 3, and the Boomers lead early. 3-0, 7:40 in the first quarter as Clinton now will face the press. Williams trying to get to Redchin. Back to Williams cross timeline. She does. She's double teamed high on the left side. Dumps it to McBrayer. Almost poked away and stolen it by Treese. But gets back out to Williams, and then Lily Luckett rips it away for the Boomers. And she'll feed ahead to Treese. Treese slows it down momentarily. Sets up the offense. Finds Luckett straight away. She'll launch the 3. Crawls off the front of the rim, but ultimately goes out. Rebound collected by Redchin underneath for Clinton. Redchin, just the freshman. Works the left side to Williams. She instantly sees the double team of Luckett and Moore. Trying to dribble out of it. Does near the Woodward W. Turns the corner. Dishes the left corner to Redchin. The little floater on the left baseline's over the net. Rebound collected by Treese. Treese will push for the Boomers. 2-on-2 as she backs it out. Now the numbers catch up. Hands off to Luckett, who will set up the offense top of the key. Woodward leads 3-0. 6:45 remaining in the first quarter over the Lady Reds. Moore on the right baseline finds Kaylee Mills cut, and she'll lose the handle. Somehow gets out to Treese for the left corner 3. That's off the side of the rim, but scooped up on second chance by Kaylee Mills, who pokes it up and in. The Boomers lead 5-0 early. Clinton again trying to deal with the press. Haven't broken so far. The Boomers have not necessarily gone hardcore on applying the full press. As Redchin will get across the timeline. Feed left side to McBrayer. McBrayer feeds back to Redchin. Top the key. She'll launch the 3. That's off the back iron high. Long rebound collected by Riley Moore as the Boomers push right to left. She feeds up to Mendel. Mendel right corner to Treese. Back up top Mendel. She'll take her turn at a 3 straight away. That rolls in. And Lexi Mendel on the board with 3, and the Boomers just like that up 8-0 the first 2 minutes of the ball game. Clinton on the inbound. Redchin finds line, back to Redchin. Will have the handle. Dishes up right side. Line across timeline, double team, almost traveled, but found Redchin, who takes the free throw line floater, banks it home. Redchin with the 2 points, and a timeout taken by Coach Jefferson and Clinton with 5:45 remaining in the first quarter. We'll step aside with them. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Parenting is hard. Technology can make it harder. The Family Media Plan developed by the American Academy of Pediatrics helps make it easier. Go to healthychildren.org/media plan to set the media priorities and create the media plan that's right for your family. Raising kids in the age of screens is easier when you have a plan. Go to healthychildren.org/media plan today. That's healthychildren.org/media plan.
And welcome back. Boomer Basketball, Z92, Boomer TV is out of the timeout. Woodward has the possession, leading 8-0, 8-2, 5:40 left in the first quarter. The Boomers, though, with a turnover on the inbound, trying to get sped up, and they throw it over the head of Lexi Mendel. It's out of bounds, back to the Lady Reds. As they work left to right with the Lady Reds, trying to break the press of the Boomers. They do, as line gets across the half-court line. Feeds to Redchin, right side. Redchin trying to drive, gets cut off by Jocelyn Treese. They work it to Williams. Deep left wing for 3. That's off the back iron. Rebound fought for on the backside and knocked out of bounds. They say Boomer ball. As Treese was in the area, McBrayer trying to rebound for Clinton. 5:20 remaining in the first quarter. Boomers have control, 8-2, and the possession. Jocelyn Treese walks up the court. Goes high right wing to Luckett. On the elbow to Mills as they Work it back to Luckett right side. On the baseline, Moore finds Mills cutting, and she puts it up off the glass and in. Nice.
Yeah, Boomers are doing a great job at kind of getting into that little pocket of space off to the side of the basket and then getting that underneath dish. Kaylee Mills, you were asked earlier about Briley being the replacement. Kaylee's got that physical play to her and has the athleticism to kind of go up and down the court a little bit.
And Clinton the other way, trying to find some on their own end. Wound up turning it over as Redshin got double teamed on the baseline, bounced off her knee, out of bounds, back to the Boomers. So the pressure getting to Clinton early as the Boomers lead 10-2, 4:35 in the first quarter. High left lane, Luckett has it for the Boomers. She'll walk over top of the key, feed right side to Mendel. Mendel cross court left corner to Treese, turns, drives to the paint, gets space and puts it off the glass with the scoop. Good take by Jocelyn Treese. Makes it a 10-point lead for the Boomers. 12-2, 4:15 remaining first quarter. Clinton again breaking the press, cross timeline. No, stolen away by Moore. Moore races ahead, 2-on-2. Gets through a double team. The up and under layup is strong. Rebound fought for, and they say knocked out of bounds by Clinton. Boy, Riley tried to get it done there. Split the double team nicely. Just couldn't finish.
Definitely went for a highlight play for herself and, you know, almost came away with a contact foul with a bucket.
Off the inbounds, Treese gets on the right corner for another three. That's high. Rebound, though, collected by Moore. Dishes out left corner. Luckett for three. It's too strong off the side of the iron. Rebound fought for underneath. Treese rips it away. Boomers extend the possession. Luckett another three from the wing. Off again, but rebound by Mills. She throws it off the backboard, and finally Jocelyn Treese fouled underneath. I believe a shooting foul. Goodness, Boomers just collecting the offensive rebounds.
Yeah, they did a great job at positioning. I mean, there was roughly 2 to 3 Lady Boomers underneath the rim just waiting for the ball to come down, and then they had those perimeter shooters in position, locked and ready to go. So any possession they won, they had an opportunity at the basket.
Foul went to Nashi McBrayer, and Treese at the line for 2 free throws. First one was good, second one rattles in as well. She got 7 of the Boomer 14. They lead 14-2, 3:45 remain in the first quarter. Boomers go 3 quarters court press as Williams trying to dish it ahead. Pass wild, though, picked off by Luckett. Luckett top key right wing to Mendel. Mendel guarded by Williams on the perimeter. Rolls around the top, feeds Luckett beside her, and out pass almost stolen back to Mendel, but she does come up with it. That's her Luckett playing catch. Luckett decides to launch the left wing three. That's up and in. Willie Luckett on the board with 3. The Boomers still rolling 17-2. 3:15 remain in the first quarter. Clinton trying to find some momentum. Pass almost stolen again as Redshin was trying to get Lime near the timeline, and Riley Moore runs over and bats it into the stands. So Clinton will keep the possession. Boomers on the big run to start the ball game. Williams on the inbounds, feeds back to Redshin, high right wing. She picks up her dribble, needs some help, tries to go to Lime. Lime bumped, almost stolen away by Mills, and knocked out of bounds. They say last touch by Clinton. It's another turnover forced by the Boomers. Kaylee Mills just being aggressive on the perimeter. Jocelyn Treese will take the inbounds pass across the Woodward W. Goes left wing to Luckett. Thought about the 3 there. Instead, dishes back to Treese. They work it right corner to middle. Baseline to Moore. Double team. Tries to find a cutting Mills. Almost loses the handle of it. Shot underneath the rim. Picked up by Lily Lime. And Clinton will push back the other way. High top of the key. Redshin will take it, guarded tightly by Mendel. On her in the man-to-man. Dribble moves, frees her up, but she has to pick it up. Now needs help, finds Williams left wing. Williams bounces on the elbow to Lime. She can't handle a pass. Picked up by Treese, floated ahead to Mendel. Mendel all by herself for the right side layup and in. And the Boomers forcing the turnovers. Mendel will 5, and they lead 19-2. 2:15 remaining in the first quarter.
I expect to see a few more possessions go that way as we kind of get into the end of this. There's a lot of fatigue already sitting in on Clinton's side, so any change of possession, we could have a fast break.
As the top of key drive by Redshin, Lime gggets a look at it, bounces off the rim and the backboard, eventually goes out of bounds, and they say last touch by the Boomers. Clinton keeps possession, 2:01 remaining in the quarter. This will be Redshin setting up to inbounds. Beneath the right block on the baseline, throws out top the key to Lime. Lime takes it, drives into the paint. The runner with the left hand rolls around and goes in. Tough move by Lime, gets her first basket. 19-4 Boomers on top as they take the possession back. Top key, Moore will have it. Feeds it left wing to Luckett. Thinks again about the 3 instead. Works it to Mendel straight away. Mendel looks to drive down the right side, kicks out to Moore, steps for the corner three, pops out, was halfway in. Rebound, though, gets tipped to Luckett. Boomers feed it to Mendel up top for another three. That's off the right side of the rim. Rebound fought for as Moore comes away with it. Now Luckett will take her chance straight away for three, and that's not but net. And back-to-back threes for Luckett. Boomers lead 22-4. Minute 20 remaining in the first quarter. You know, I got a friend that is good friends with the Lucketts, Ty Barlson. He said he taught Lily how to shoot that shot. Right? So he takes credit for it. Told me that last night, actually, while we were bowling. As Clinton back the other way, a runner by Redshed. She can't quite get it as it rolls off the right side, collected by the Boomers. Riley Moore takes the rebound, flips ahead to Treese, goes left side to Luckett. Luckett looking to pass, goes up top to Moore. They work it around the perimeter. 54 seconds remaining in the quarter as Treese launches another three, and that one rolls around and out. Rebound fall for somehow saved as goes Luckett. She pulls up for the mid-range jumper. It's off the mark. Rebound collected by Moore underneath. She's fouled on what would be the third effort for the Boomers. So Riley Moore to the line. And they pick up the foul for Lillian Lime, her first, second of the quarter for Clinton. None on the Boomers in this first quarter. Riley Moore at the line, not a point yet. Looking to change that. First free throw does so as it goes through. Boomers on top 23-4. Second free throw could make it a 20-point lead. 43 seconds remaining in the quarter. Michelle Barr getting her first action tonight. Will take out Lily Luckett. Second free throw on the way for Moore. Nothing but net as well. So she's got 2 points. It's a 24-4 advantage for the Boomers. Just 40 seconds left in the quarter as Clinton takes possession back. Williams at the W, guarded tightly by Mendel. Tries to attack the right side. Kicks out to Redshed, but the pass is wild. Miscommunication. A turnover for Clinton yet again. As on the inbound will be Riley Moore to Jocelyn Treese. Treese will have the slow dribble. See if the Boomers work fast or if they take the quarter. Treese pitches ahead on the elbow to Mills right side. Finds Moore. They work back to Treese straight away. She'll pop up for the three. It's off the front iron. It goes right to Riley Moore, who takes the mid-range jumper and nails it. So a bit fortuitous for the Boomers as Moore has 4 points. 26-4 there on top. 9 seconds remaining in the quarter. Williams trying to push for Clinton down the right side. Finds Redshed on the baseline with 5. Back to Williams. Has handled a tough pass. Just chucks it up due to tight defense from Mendel. That's off the mark. And that's how we end the first quarter. Woodward well in control. 26-4 after the first frame. We'll step aside for a break. Come back for the second. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's longest-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit your local Michelin dealer, High Plains Tire, at 2220 Main in Woodward.
In the heartland of Oklahoma, where wide open spaces meet winding roads, safety is paramount. We all share the same road, but navigating these two-lane roads requires caution, yield to oncoming traffic, and come to a full and complete stop when entering a highway. Because when we drive responsibly, we protect what matters most: our families, our community, and ourselves. Let's make it home safe. Make Oklahoma safe.
This message is brought to you by Oklahoma Transportation and the Oklahoma Turnpike Authority.
Welcome back. Boomer Basketball Z92. Chris Godwin and Tyler Riggs with you as we get set for the second quarter at Boomer Fieldhouse. Woodward on top 26-4 on the Clinton Lady Reds after the first quarter. And Chris, if you're the Boomers, couldn't have asked for a better start.
No, I mean, this is the position you always want to be. If you can score 26 in a quarter and and you know that you're going to have free opportunities to take shots and we're converting them. There's a few missed shots, but we've been able to get the rebound and find points each possession.
As Clinton has the ball to begin the second half, Redshed dishes into Williams as they work left to right. Redshed on the high right wing goes free throw line to Lime. Lime trying to pass out of a double team, stolen away by Mendel. Mendel races ahead the paint down the left side lane, puts up the shot, rolls around, and falls in. Lexi Mendel with 7 points. Boomers extend the lead to begin the second quarter as Clinton will take it back over and try to slow the pace down. Redshed with the walk of a dribble just across the timeline, picked up by Mendel. High top of the key. Redshed looking for things to get set up. trying to cross over Mendel, finds Williams left side on the wing. Williams cross court right wing to Lime, as Lime has to pick up her dribble. Now she's guarded tightly by Treese. Count was on, but she found Williams. Will have it. Williams backs out, 7:15 remaining in the first half. Clinton trails 28-4, although they had the possession. Lime, traveled with this. He tried to pull up and was looking for a pass and just drugged the foot. So the turnover for the Lady Reds results in Boomer ball, as Middle will feed in to Treese to begin the possession. Treese top the key. They work in the corner to Mills. Mills looks to attack, bounces down to Michelle Ibarra through a double team. Ibarra puts up the shot. It's too strong off the rim. Collected by Lillian Lime and Clinton, as Williams will take the handoff and slow up the pace top the key. So 28-4, Boomers on top, 6:45 remain in the half. Williams just with the slow dribble, Moore backed off of her, not forcing a count. As she'll pitch to Lime left side, top the key to Day. Works it back to Redshin on the right wing. Dishes inside the line. They kick out Williams, right corner for three. A rainbow, and it goes in. So a 3-ball for Ariel Williams. She's on the board with 3, and the Boomers still lead, though, 28-7. As they give the possession back, Mills top of the key, goes in the corner to Treese. Treese dumps it down to Ibarra. Right block, she's double team, has to try to find more, but the pass stolen away in the paint by Redshin. Redshin comes up with it for the Lady Reds and will slow it, hand off to Williams. As it looks like Clinton just going to try to get into their set on these possessions, not looking to push. Williams almost travels with it, but dishes it to Redshin left wing. Guarded tightly by Mendel. She rolls around the top and hands it off to Lyon. Back over to Williams. She'll launch another 3 from the left wing this time and nails it. Back-to-back threes for Ariel Williams. She's got 6. And Clinton cuts it under 20, 28-10. Boomers the other way in the right corner. Moore has it guarded tightly by Lime. They work it up top to Mills. Swings it to Treese left wing. She'll look to pass. Finds Ibarra in the corner. Dishes inside to Moore. Moore with the power dribble. Her shot wild though. Trying to collect a rebound. Does. And pushes it up off the glass and in. She realized the first shot was wayward and just got aggressive.
Yeah, definitely strong right there on that rebound. And, you know, Clinton's in a situation they can't commit fouls.
They really can't. Nobody on the bench. You foul out, it is 5-on-4 at that point.
Yeah, and so that's just a heads-up play to stay physical underneath the basket.
Boomers lead by 28 again, 30-10. Clinton with the possession. 5 minutes remaining in the half. Line, top the key, gets pressure from Treese, goes left wing to Redshin. Redshin with the slow dribble, picked up by Middle. Middle trying to force the count, almost gets the steal, forces Redshin to pick it up. She finds Lime at the free throw line. She drives, she kicks it back out, pass batted by Middle, and eventually stolen away. Boomers gain it again as Treese takes the pass. Goes down the left side of the court. Dishes in the corner. Mills wide open for the 3. She'll take it. That's off the side of the rim. Picked up on the backside though by Mendel. Cleans it up off the glass. And the Boomers push it to a 22-point advantage, 32-10, 4:30 remaining in the half. Timeout by Clinton. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
We need each other because every someone needs someone else.
We need each other because when we work together, we can do so much more.
We connect more children with what they need to grow up healthy, educated, and safe. And that's what Child Fund is all about.
Because when you make someone's world better, you make everyone's world better.
Child Fund, because we need each other.
Learn more at childfund.org. That's childfund.org.
And welcome back as the Boomers lead 32-10 over Clinton Lady Reds Boomer Fieldhouse on this timeout. Just 4:30 remaining in the half. Clinton has used 2 in this first half. And Chris, for the Boomers right now, it's coming real easy. I mean, you can tell, not necessarily that they've fully taken their foot off the gas, but it's almost like they know they could just, I don't know, I wouldn't say go through the motions, but it's just they're operating with confidence knowing the situation at hand that Clinton's dealing with.
Yeah, I mean, you get into a point of comfort and you kind of slip and lose that concentration factor. So, you know, if I'm Coach Moore, I'm having that conversation about engagement. Like, stay engaged, stay focused, and do your job. And do it at game speed. Nobody gets better. Nobody has a real live rep if we're not at game speed in a real game. So,
well, to that point, tomorrow you welcome a very good Goldbug team into town in Alvis, so you don't want to be slacking tonight. As off the timeout, Clinton with the inbounds. They work at the Williams in the left corner. Her 3 too strong. collected on the backside by Luckett. Feeds ahead right wing to Treese. Treese dumps the baseline to Barra. Barra with the bounce pass inside to Mills. Challenged by McBrayer, who's out of bounds off of, they say, Clinton. Boomers keep the possession on the baseline.
Yeah, heads up play right there by Kaylee to know she was so tight to the baseline and really kind of just forced Clinton player to have that last point of contact to earn a baseline opportunity.
Off the inbounds, Luckett finds Mills. Cutting pass was a bit high, but Mills collected it, pushed it off the glass and in. Mills with 6. The Boomers make it 34-10. 3:55 remaining first half. As Williams will have the slow dribble again, across the timeline, crosses over on Mendel, dishes left corner open for 3 is Redshin, and she'll take it and splash it home. So Redshin with 5 points. Clinton has found some threes in the second quarter to get to 13. Boomers still lead 34-13. On left baseline, Ibarra with it, feeds back out to Luckett for the 3. That's off the back iron. Rolls out, goes to Williams, so we'll take it the other way for Clinton. Behind her, finds Lime. Top key, Redshin walks into another 3. This one high off the back iron, but Lime able to collect the second chance rebound and draw the foul on the way up. Shot was no good, but Lillian Lime to the free throw line for 2 shots for Clinton. As Luckett picks up her first foul. So Lime at the line with just 2 points. Looking to add to it. And can cut it under 20 yet again. First free throw for Lime, nothing but net. It's 5 for the Boomers on the court right now. Mills, Treese, Mendel, Luckett, and Ibarra. Moore to the bench for a few minutes. Second free throw on the way for Lime. That splashes home as well. 34-15 Boomers on top as they get the possession back. 3:15 remaining in the half. Top the key, Mills swings it to Luckett, left side in the corner. It goes to Mendel. Mendel going to tee up the 3 in the face of a Clinton defender. That strong rebound collected underneath by Ibarra, but her pass is stolen away by Williams. Williams will push that for Clinton. Stops, pops for a 3 in traffic, and that's off the back iron, just a bit too strong. Rebound collected by Ibarra for the Boomers. She'll hand off to Treese, now on the right wing to Mendel. They work it left side. Luckett thought about it, but instead feeds it to Treese. Treese gets the screen, rolls around it, puts up the mid-range jumper from the left block, and that splashes home for Jocelyn Treese, now with 9 points in this first half. Boomers push the lead back to 21, 36-15. 2:30 remaining in the half. Williams with the slow dribble for the Lady Reds. Crosses over on Mendel. She picks up the pace, dishes in the left corner to Redshin. She's double teamed immediately, works around it to the top of the key, and feeds it to Lime on the right side. And Lime jumps with it, travel. Lime just not quite having her night in the first half. She's had a couple of turnovers. Boomers gained the possession back, leading 36-15, 2:15 remaining in this first half. Treese just walks it across the timeline, goes right wing to Mendel on the baseline to Ibarra. Ibarra looking, goes top of the key, finds Treese open. She'll take the 3. That's off the left side. Rebound fought for. Mills collects on the block. Her shot is swatted on the way up, and Clinton able to take the rebound as Redshin collects for the Lady Reds. So Clinton trying to get physical inside on those boards. And 50 remaining in the half. Clinton with possession, but trailing 36-15 as Williams had a pass, initially batted away. Now it's loose. Mendel trying to steal it away, and it goes out of bounds. Clinton will keep the possession. And we'll see Bailey Nelson, the freshman, get her first minutes of the night. Take out Lexi Mendel, who will go to the bench with 9 points in this first half. Williams takes the inbounds pass from Redshin as Clinton will take the slow dribble across the timeline. At 36.5, and boy, Williams in trouble as Treese all on her right at the timeline. Pass bat away. Now it's on the ground. Treese collects it and feeds it out to Mills on the right side. Mills stops right before the right block. Her shot rattles out. Second chance by Luckett. It's off as well, and finally fought for underneath. Lisa Day swinging some elbows, and they got a whistle and a foul on the Boomers. And they get Lily Luckett for her second. Team second of the quarter. Clinton will take the possession back. Minute 15 remaining in the half. As Redshin with the slow dribble will be met by Treese at the half-court line. Nice spin move, frees her up on the right side. Dishes in the corner to Lime. Lime looking to work. Gets to the free throw line. Kicks out to Williams, but the pass too strong. Flies into the Boomer bench. Turnover for Clinton. Lady Reds speeding themselves up on that one. As Bailey Nelson will inbounds to Jocelyn Treese. She's got it, top of the key, goes left wing to Luckett. Luckett looking to pass, now uses the dribble, feedback to Treese right side in the corner. They go to Nelson. Nelson baseline to Barr. She's double teamed. Back to Nelson, who swiped at. Now it's almost stolen away. It's on the ground. It's a fight, and Treese eventually picks it up for the Boomers as a roll to 43 seconds remaining in the half. Down to Barra. Barra finding Mills on the cut, but the shot blocked by Ella Redshin. Boomers keep the possession with 40 seconds remaining in the half. As Riley Moore checks in, takes out Jocelyn Treese. Treese to the bench with her 9 points. Luckett inbounds beneath the right block for the Boomers. Finds Nelson cutting on the backside, but her shot over the rim, and it's fought for, knocked out of bounds, they say, by the Boomers.
Yeah, Nelson was able to get into a position where Redshin didn't even see that she was going to be inbound in the play there. So good positioning right there.
Fortunately, just could not convert as Clinton works it the other way. Redshin trying to find Williams. That pass nearly stolen away by Nelson, gets knocked into the Boomer bench. As Clinton keeps possession with 25 seconds remaining in the half, trailing 36-15. Redshin inbounds in front of the Boomer bench, in between the bench and the scorer's table. She dishes in the left corner, to Williams. Williams three, bit too strong, off the mark. Collected by Mills. Boomers will push ahead with Nelson. Nelson to the right block. Her shot affected by Redshin. Second chance by Ibarra. That's a bit too strong. Rebound leaks out to Luckett as they go top to Caleb Moore. 9 seconds. Right side back to Nelson on the baseline to Ibarra. That pass stepped and stolen by Lime, and Lime loses the handle the other way. They say his last touch, though, by the Boomers, I believe, with 2 seconds remaining in the half. And that is going to be the call as Redshin will inbounds in front of the scorer's table for Clinton. Looking to find Williams. Counts on. Her pass over the head of Williams and picked up by Nelson. The chunk at the half, no good. It hits the shot clock. And that's how we end the first half as the Boomers take a 36-15 lead into the break over the Clinton Lady Reds. We'll step aside with them. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 KMZ FM Woodward.
Life never stops moving. Between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect, you can lose track of the miles and focus on what really matters, the memories made along the way. Stop in today at 2220 Main in Woodward to see your local Michelin dealer, Pipe Lanes Tire.
Are you searching for that perfect special attire? Look no further than Top Cat Formal Wear and Accessories at 808 Main Street in Woodward. Top Cat has a beautiful line of bridal, special occasion, and prom dresses to choose from. With no two dresses alike, you'll always get that special look. They guarantee the perfect fit for tuxedos at no extra cost and carry menswear for all your needs. Visit TopCatFormal.com or call 580-256-2888 to book your appointment now. Store hours are 10 a.m. through 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and by appointment only on Saturday. Top Cat also offers layaway. Let Top Cat help you shine on your special day.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes at Homes for Our Troops. And thanks to our donors and supporters, this life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Back on Z92 Boomer TV at the half as Woodward leads Clinton 36-15 after the first 2 quarters in this girls basketball contest. And looking at the halftime stats for both teams, leading the way for the Boomers is Lexi Mendel, Jocelyn Treese, 9 points apiece, each with a made 3 as well. In that half, Lily Luckett, she sank 2 threes, has 6 points for the Boomers, and Riley Moore has earned 6 points the hard way, if you will. A couple inside, a couple at the line, and Kaylee Mills with 6 of her own. So the Boomers with 5 different scores, all with 4 or more points in that half. For the Clinton side, it is Ariel Williams with her 2 made threes, has 6 points for Clinton, 5 for Ellen Ritchen, and 4 for Lily Lime. Quarter scoring was the Boomers 26-4 in that first quarter. Second quarter, Clinton actually won it 11-10. Still, the Boomers have that 21-point lead at the half. And Chris, you start out strong in that first quarter. You kind of made the point second quarter. You need to make sure you're focusing in, locking in. Not to say that you're just going to blow away this 20-point lead, but it's high school sports. Crazy things happen. You don't want to just make, you don't want to be out there lackadaisical, if you will.
For sure, and I mean, you definitely, you have to stay engaged. That was my main point of communication there earlier. Was if we're not engaged in this, there's a chance for them to have a foot in this. And what'd you say? 11-10 was that third quarter. I mean, we scored 26 in the first quarter, and then from there it was 10. We scored 10 in that second quarter. So. Defensively, we've got to be a little bit more engaged than what we have been. It was kind of just, we knew Clinton was tired, they couldn't keep up with our pace. However, we need to still keep our speed and keep pushing to make it even more difficult. I mean, nothing's ever said and done until all zeros are on the board and the bells ring. So personally, I would want a stronger performance in this third quarter. Not to diminish the opponent or anything, but to hold us to the standard that we need to play in, especially if we're going to be looking to play Alva tomorrow. Yeah. There's got to be a certain fire and speed and pace to us.
Definitely. So I think the big positive though for this team that you love to see, and we talked about with Brown especially on something you're going to need, is some of that perimeter shooting for the Boomers. And we've been confident to take it and make a few. Yeah, a couple have been wayward, but Chris, when you're a team that just quite honestly doesn't quite have the big time size inside, not to say that we're tiny, because Caleb Mills is decently strong down there, but man, you always love getting some good perimeter shooting, especially in high school basketball.
Yeah, and the good thing is we're at our home court, so you got the fan base behind you. Hey, go ahead, throw it up, So, there's really not a whole lot of downside to this. I mean, the shot, and the thing about it is the shots are there. It's not like we're forcing perimeter shots. Right. We have the wide open looks as Clinton is sitting underneath the basket. And our girls are doing a great job at the offensive rebound. So, as a coach, you're not really shying away from that. You're up 20, right? Like you're up point-wise about 20 points, and then on the other side of that, you're getting wide open looks that you want those kids to take the shots because that's their job, that's their responsibility as perimeter shooters. And then you got the added bonus that we are rebounding underneath the basket on the offensive side. So that's a check, and we should be doing that.
With that first half recap, let's step aside for another break and come back, get you set for the second half. Maybe talk a little bit of the boys as well. Coming later tonight, you're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Need to pay the babysitter, but don't have enough cash? Use Zelle, located in the Bank 7 mobility app, to send money from your account to someone else's within minutes. With an email address or phone number, you can directly pay anyone you trust. Zelle is fast, safe, and free. Visit bank7.com for more details. Data rates and transfer limits may apply. Member FDIC.
My dad, he's a double amputee, and he's one of my favorite people in the world. To me, a hero is someone who fights for our country and freedom. My dad is a hero. Homes for Our Troops built this house, and it's basically made for him. My dad can get through the wide doorways. When he is making our lunch, he can reach anything we need. He'll help me build tiny projects. Life is good here. Without Homes for Our Troops, we'd be living in a home that didn't have all these features that helped him.
Homes for Our Troops builds and donates specially adapted custom homes nationwide for severely injured post-9/11 veterans and enables them to rebuild their lives.
If they get a new house like this one, it'll help them do normal life. My dad's not just a hero, he's my hero.
Join our mission at hfotusa.org.
Back at the half as the Boomers lead the Clinton Lady Reds 36-15. Just a couple of minutes before we get the second half underway. Woodward first out of the locker room, getting their shots up currently to get re-warmed up. Clinton still yet to emerge. And Chris, previewing a little bit to that boys game. The last time these two teams met, 55-52 in overtime, and Clinton and Woodward seemingly kind of had that game almost put away, but Clinton rallied. Zeushan Bolden was a big part of that, had 18 points off the bench for Clinton. Did not start that game, but came up with those big bench points. You know, I put Clinton into the same bucket as I would a Guyman or an Alva. You almost have to throw out the record when you get to a game like that, because it doesn't matter if they hadn't won all season, if they're undefeated. You know they're going to bring the fight to the Boomers, because it's one of those, rivalry games and they want to get that win. I'm expecting a bit of a physical contest. The boys played great defensively Friday night against Duncan. I mean, how do they kind of roll that over from Friday night and bring that same intensity? That was impressive to do it on the road against a team that had some good size. Maybe not the success. We're talking about their consistency. But you got a similar challenge tonight against Clinton.
Yeah, and to your point, as far as rivalry goes, me coming here, I thought Clinton was our biggest rival, and come to find out the kids believed it was more Elk City. But as a coach that has played, Clinton it's a name thing. Like it's a deal where every time we have an opportunity to play Clinton, we give them our best, and we always know we're going to get their best. So it's never a position of taking it for granted, being too comfortable. As I say that in the girls' game, I mean, right. Definitely I can speak on the boys' side. Like, we consistently see it as a challenge, and so building off of Friday, it's confidence, right? We had a stellar game. We put together what we needed to put together, so it's about replication. Be consistent, do the things that you know that you can do, and you proved it last Friday. Let's continue it here at home.
Definitely so. Both teams for the girls back onto the court as we get ready to begin the second half. Do want to remind everybody that, hey, we are 10 days away from the deadline for the Woodward Hall of Fame. Closes out February 15th. So if you got what you feel is a deserving student athlete, maybe it was a teacher, a team that you feel should be honored, maybe a state title team, or it could be a great contributor to Woodward Public Schools over the years, get your submissions in for the Woodward Hall of Fame, Woodward Athletics Hall of Fame, that is, and contact Athletic Director David Norden if you need a form. You go to the Woodward Sports website, Woodward Athletics website, find a form there to download and fill out. Again, February 15th, the deadline for those submissions. With that, the Boomers begin the second half, working left to right with possession. As in the right corner, Jocelyn Treese takes the handle and work it up top to Moore. Moore gets the free throw line, cut off, finds middle, left wing, who pumps, drives, but angles out as she has to go cross court to Luckett. That pass high, batted by McBrayer, and Clinton comes up with the steal as Williams bounces ahead right wing to Wretched. Wretched momentarily loses the handle, but collects it back. Guarded entirely, though, by Mendel. Mendel just pokes away with the steal of her own. 1-on-2, doesn't quite have the numbers. To the left block, the shot, no good, and they say a foul as Lexi Mendel will head to the free throw line after the steal and almost a score. They get Lillian Lime her second. Team first of the quarter for any team, just 30 seconds gone by in this third quarter. Boomers trying to extend their 36-15 lead as the first free throw for Mendel goes halfway in, it rolls around and pops out. Looked like that one was going to catch around the world and fall, but not the case. As Mendel still with 9 points, looking for 10 on the second free throw. That one rattles in. Splits the pair. Boomers making 37-15. As Clinton will take it back, presses on for the Boomers as Redchin works the line back to Redchin, trying to get across the timeline, and she does get the line, high left wing, and that pass back line, though, batted away this time again by Mendel for the easy layup the other way down the right side.
That's back-to-back defensive plays by Mendel. I think in the first one, the great attribute that she had is she engaged and then backed off and waited for her opportunity. And right there, it was all about wait, and then take advantage of the pass.
Scouted out well, she did. As Clinton works it back, Day falls to her knees at the free throw line. Again, a third steal in a row by Mendel, all by herself for another layup, and it's easy off the glass. Mendel with 3 steals in a row from the Boomers. She's got 14 points and has pushed the lead 41-15. Woodward leads by 26 with 6:35 remaining in the third quarter. Clinton the other way, and we got a whistle and a timeout taken up by the Lady Reds. Just the 30. We'll keep it right here as we'll thank some great sponsors with us on Z92. Of course, we want to thank High Plains Tire, gold sponsor of the Boomer Coaches Show, Top Cat Formalwear and Accessories, Divine Stationery, Klein Mechanical, Northwest Glass, Great Plains National Bank, R5 Customer Embroidery, and Long Shots Bar and Grill, who is our Coaches Show host. can tell you we will have on athletic director David Nord Wednesday night long shot, so kind of kick things off. And of course, we'll talk to the basketball teams. I believe we will be without Coach Gaines Wednesday night for the boys. Kind of has a prior engagement to take care of. We'll still hear from some of those boys players on Wednesday night, and then of course Coach Moore as well as a couple of her players. And Chris, one of the favorite events I think we do towards the end of the basketball season, of mine at least, Hutchins puts up a gas card, $500 gas card for his senior to try to hit some shots for that. That's coming up actually on Friday night against Duncan, so we'll have some of that coverage.
Hey, and history said, last year I don't believe that we were able to hit it, but the year prior, the very first
and she had
year,
a broken arm.
Yeah, the very first year we did it, and she had never thrown a basketball, she said. She was like, I have no idea what I'm doing, gets out there and wins herself a $500 gas card. So
that'd be a lot of fun. Out of the timeout, Clinton does have an offensive foul. It's a turnover due to the offensive foul. Boomers take it back as they worked it right wing to Luckett on the elbow to Mills. Kicks out. Treese left wing open for the three. Steps up, takes it. It rolls off the side of the rim. Rebound, though, underneath by Riley Moore. Pokes it back off the glass. It's Moore staying aggressive on the boards. Boomers make it 43-15, threatening a 30-point advantage with 6 minutes left in the third quarter. As Clinton with it. Ella Redshin crossed the timeline, picked up by Middle, hands off the cider to Lime as Treese pokes at it, knocks it out of bounds. Clinton keeps the possession. As Treese steps out, we'll see Taylor Floyd for the first time tonight. In her first minutes. As Lisa Dale inbounds in front of the scorer's table for Clinton, tries to throw it to Williams, and this time Lily Luckett fronts the pass and knocks it into the Clinton bench. Boomer staying aggressive on the denies. As Dave will again inbounds, this time in front of her own bench. Looking, count is on, still trying to find somebody. Does go to Redshin in the backcourt. Redshin has to pick up the dribble though. Floyd with a good defense. She finds Lyon, left wing, cross court, right side. Williams steps out for the three, and another one drained from Ariel Williams. She has 3 threes in this ball game, half of the Clinton points. She's got 9 of them.
if you give her that 3-foot boundary, she's gonna find a way to get it up high enough for a chance.
She will. As it was 43-18. There they go. They put it up. Boomers the other way as Floyd in the right corner goes to Mills at the right elbow, gets some space, takes a little runner in the paint. That's short off the front of the rim. Rebound fought for. It's on the ground. Who's got it? Mills rips it away. Finds Mendel behind her. A three straight away. That rims out. It was almost down, but the rebound goes to the Lady Reds as Ella Redshin will slow the pace. 5:05 remaining in the third quarter. And that Redshin pushes on the right side, dishes in the corner to Lime. Top the key to Williams, rolls around the top, little runner. It goes off the back iron, almost falls. Rebound fought for, and they say it's knocked out of bounds by Riley Moore as she was battling with McBrayer underneath. Clinton keeps possession. 4:55 left of the third quarter. Boomers lead 43-18, but Clinton with possession. Williams beneath the right block, goes top of the key to Redshin. Redshin finds Williams on the wing. This time guarded by Luckett. She waits for the screen, gets it, but doesn't use it as pick up a dribble. Almost travels with it, and now she's in trouble. Finally, a pass, but it's a lazy one. Stolen away by Mendel. Mendel all by herself yet again for the layup off the glass. Alexa Mendel having a strong third quarter. She's up to 16 points. Has 4 steals in this quarter. Is racking them up. Boomers make it 45-18, 4:25 remaining in the frame as Williams crosses the timeline for Clinton. High right wing, gets a screen, goes around it, tries driving the paint, and the swat by Kayla Mills just really put her hands up and almost stole away in the jump ball forced as Lime and Mendel trying to battle with it, as well as Mills. Possessioner, though, keeps it with Clinton. As Mills will step out for Bailey Nelson, and Ibarra comes in as well for Alexi Mendel. So Boomers working a couple of subs. As the inbounds for Clinton, they work at top of the key to Lime. Lime right side. Williams gets some space again for three, this time too strong off the iron glass. Rebound collected by Nelson. Nelson will jog it across the timeline, set up on the right wing, dishes it beside her to Floyd. Floyd looking baseline with the drive. Now she's cut off, tied up, and a whistle and a jump ball. Possession keeps it with Woodward. So now we're in a situation, Chris, where you've got some stars out there, but you also got some freshmen that haven't seen a ton of time, and now everybody's got to kind of adjust on the fly. It's part of, getting some of those new lineup combinations together.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking about the future of the Boomers. So, like we talked about last Friday, it's kind of one of those things that you're going to have kids in positions that they're not used to playing, and so you're looking to your leadership on your team and on the court to help get them accustomed to it.
Absolutely. Off the inbounds, it is stolen away by Clinton as they bat a pass on the high right wing. Lime takes possession. Clinton trails 45-18, 3:30 remaining third quarter. Lime backs up to the Woodward W, picked up by Riley Moore. Has the dribble. Moore not bringing the count to her as they go left side to McBrayer. McBrayer picked up by a bar, guarded tightly. She'll feed up to Day. Right wing to Redchin. Redchin guarded tightly by Nelson. She has to pick up the dribble and find Lime to reset top of the key. Lime rolls around, dishes it to Williams left wing. Williams was thinking about the drive, instead kicked it back out to Lime. Lime on her drive, travels with it. She had to collect. Tight defense from Riley Moore forces another turnover from Clinton. As Boomers take it back, 3 minutes about even remaining in this third quarter. They lead big, 45-18. Trying to push it to 30 on this possession, or 29 to get to 2. On the high left wing, Nelson goes right wing to Floyd in the corner to Luckett. Luckett looking pass, finds Moore into the paint. Moore with a nice drive, gets through some traffic and pushes it off the glass.
That's the possession you're looking for as a coach. Just do the things that you know are going to challenge you and force you to be perfect and be quick at making decisions. That was a very fast bucket right there.
47-18, Boomers on top. Clinton back with it. 2:28 remaining third quarter. Now pass battle late, stolen by Bailey Nelson. Nelson all by herself down the right side, takes some contact, and it rolls around and sticks. Bailey Nelson on the layup pushes it to 31 for the Boomers. Her first basket of the ball game. 2:10 remaining third quarter. Clinton will take it back, trailing 49-18. Williams cross timeline, sees a double team coming, feeds right side to Redchin. Redchin poked at, it's knocked in to the Clinton bench. So Lady Reds keep possession.
I think that caught her by surprise. I mean, Redchin's got a very lanky arm. I mean, she's got a ton of reach, so she was hanging it out there above her head and didn't really expect Riley Moore to be able to have the ability to poke it away.
No joke. As Williams on the inbounds, they try to get to Lime. Lime loses the handle. Barr picks it up, runs down, dishes the left wing to Luckett. Luckett steps in for the long two. That doesn't roll, but Moore with the rebound, feeds it back out to Luckett. The shot wild again. Rebounded underneath by Barr, but the third effort doesn't quite fall, and Clinton comes away with the rebound as Lime pushes ahead. Minute 35 remaining the quarter, working right to left. Lime at the Woodward W, and her pass again swatted away by Bailey Nelson. Nelson reading those long passes. As we'll see Kaylee Mills step in, we'll take out Riley Moore for the Boomers. As on the inbounds, it'll be Redchin looking to find somebody. Goes top of the key to Lime. Back over to Redchin, a high left wing. She's guarded tightly by Floyd. Now pick up the dribble, counts on, finds Lime beside her. Lime gives way to Williams. Williams gets the free throw line for the quick jumper. That rockets off the back iron. Scooped up by Ibarra, and the Boomers will push back with a minute 15 remaining in the quarter. They lead 49-18. On the right wing, Nelson takes it. Dishes inside to Mills. Pass, so batted at. Mills has to just go to the floor and save it to Nelson. Still on the right side. She'll drive baseline, kick it over to the left side. They go top key. Floyd tees up a three. That's off the left side of the rim. Rebound fought forward. Mills hustles to grab it and gets it to Luckett. Luckett, a zip pass inside to Barr, and her pass to Nelson on the right block, just a bit over her head, out of bounds.
You could see right there on the Boomer bench, they're all trying to coach from the bench and give the pointers on where to move the ball, where to make your runs, and that's the type of leadership that these girls that are on the court right now need, because you know they're the ones who are going to be looking to fulfill some of these roles here in the near future.
40 seconds remaining in the quarter. Clinton with possession, almost stolen away as Redchin comes up with it on the right wing, and her pass was a bounce pass attempted, but Kaylee Mills essentially kicked it into the stands. Clinton keeps it. 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Boomers lead 49-18 over the Lady Reds as Day, one down from her bench, finds Williams in the deep right corner. Williams has the double team, has picked up the dribble now. She's in trouble, counts on, has to find somebody. Feeds it to Lime, and the pass just out of bounds. Boomers starting to double a little bit more aggressively on Williams. She's been, I say a problem, I know you're up 31, but Williams does have half of the Clinton points with 3 threes. As Boomers will take it back the other way. Right side, Nelson goes free throw line to Mills. Tries to hit a cutting Lily Luckett, but her pass batted as she tried to overhead it, and it's picked up by the Lady Reds. Steal as Redchin will slow it up. Dishes it left side to Williams. Just 10 seconds remaining in the quarter. Her pass high to Redchin. Somehow gets it there. They find Breyer underneath, and the shot swatted by Michelle Barra with 5 seconds remaining in the quarter. Barra with a nice rotation defensively. Day will inbound for the Lady Reds beneath the right block on the baseline. Count is on, looking for somebody. It's at 3, it's at 4. Finally bounces in, it's in the paint. It's Wild, scooped up by Barra. 2 seconds to Floyd with 1. She does not get the shot off, and that's how we end the third quarter. Woodward leads 49-18 after 3 frames. We'll come back for the final one. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's longest-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit your local Michelin dealer, High Plains Tire, at 2220 Main in Woodward.
No matter who we call family, when we choose to get the flu shot, we're protecting them. That's especially true for those who are 65 and older and people with chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, or stroke. Getting a flu shot every year decreases your chances of getting the flu. If you do get the flu, the vaccine makes you less likely to be hospitalized or die from it. Protect yourself and the ones you love by getting your flu shot. Learn more at heart.org/flu.
And welcome back to Boomer Basketball Z92. Chris Godwin, Tyler Riggs is with you as we enter the final frame of the girls' game here at Boomer Fieldhouse. Woodward well in control, 49-18 over the Clem Lady Reds. Boomers looking to pick up their 9th win of the season, barring something crazy from happening. As Clem will have possession, begin the fourth quarter. Lime dishes in to Redchin. They're working right to left in this half. That's high left wing. Lime with the dribble. Treese, Gardner, Tiley. Lime gets the baseline. Her shot swatted, affected by Treese and Bills. Treese feeds it ahead to Floyd. Floyd gets a wide open drive down the middle of the lane, puts it off the glass and in. Great job by Michelle Barr to kind of close out that space, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you question, is that calculated as a moving screen, or, you know, just opened up the lane for her to just walk right into it.
So Floyd with her first basketball game. Boomers lead 51-18 the other way. Williams with the drive at the paint, the floater. Rockets off the backboard and the back iron. Rebound taken strongly by Kaylee Mills. She'll push ahead for the Boomers at the paint. She drives into a Lady Red. Was it a charge? They called a block. That was close, as that was rocketing to the floor. Lime, and they get Lime for the foul. Said she was moving too much. Mills kind of took it straight at, but Mills would go to the line for 2 free throws for the Boomers. Mills with 6 points currently, looking to add to her total. First free throw on the way. That is off the back iron, too strong. Boomers remain in the lead, 51-18. Has a couple of dribbles for Mills. Dip shoots the second free throw on the trip. That one misses in the same manner as the first. Rebound collected by Ibarra. Ibarra getting poked at, and it's knocked out of bounds, they say, by the Lady Reds. So the Boomers keep possession. Ibarra able to come up with the second chance for Woodward. It's on the near side. Floyd looks to inbounds on the right wing. Dishes in the corner to Treese. Thought better than 3. They work it up top to Nelson. Nelson pumps, explores, gets it right side to Treese. This time she'll take it in rhythm. It bounces off the side of the rim. Long rebound collected by Nelson on the backside for the Boomers. Works it back to Treese right side on the baseline. Mills driving, hits a cutting Nelson on the left block, loses the handle, gets it back, and they reset. Nelson, a long 2 from the left corner. It's off the side of the rim. Again, scooped up on the rebound initially by Barra. She's poked away. It's loose, and Clinton able to come up with it as Lime collects for the Lady Reds. She'll give way to Redchin on the high right wing as Redchin across the sideline, picked up by Nelson. Nelson with the tight defense, and Lime almost traveled, gets the left elbow, puts up a shot in the face of Nelson. It rattles out. Rebound scooped up by Ibarra underneath for the Boomers. They lead 51-18, 6:25 left in the ball game. Top of the key, Floyd kicks it left side. Nelson, she'll put up the drive. The left-handed leaner short, rattles around. Now it's a fight on the ground. Who's got it? And a jump ball call. Possession error will give it to Clem. Boy, poor Lily Lime right now for bad. She's getting kind of piled on, and all this took some contact from Mills. Got kind of fell on the loose ball. Whew. As Jocelyn Treese steps out, she'll give way to Lexi Mendel for the Boomers back in the ballgame. Mendel leading the way with 16 points on the night. As Topsky Williams has it for the Lady Reds, backs up near the W, guarded tightly by Mendel. She had 4 steals in that third quarter, and the pass, turnover, as Retchen was not ready for it, went into the Clinton bench. So another one forced for the Boomers. 5:57 to remain in the ball game. Woodward takes it back up 51-18. High left wing, Nelson takes the pass from Floyd, kicks it back to Floyd on the right side. In the corner to Mendel, bounces it down to Mills. Mills challenged by Lime. They say out of bounds as Lime couldn't quite pick up the handle. As Alexis Ibarra steps in, take out Kaylee Mills. So we got the Ibarra sisters out there. As off the inbounds, it's Floyd to Nelson right underneath the rim for an easy layup. Boomers make it 53-18 with 5:30 left in the ballgame. Williams cross timeline for the Lady Reds, goes to the left side to Lime. They work it back around. Williams looking to attack, picked up by Mendel, trying to drive. Instead, hands off to Retchen. Retchen with the floater from the free throw line. Off the glass, off the rim. Picks up her own rebound from the shot. Kicks out to Lime for the three. That rims out. Rebound by Day underneath on the left block. She'll work it back up top. Lime drives into the paint. A wild attack results in a foul as she drove at Alexis Ibarra. I believe they'll give Alexis the foul. They do. And Lily Lime heads to the free throw line for 2 shots. Lime in this game with 4 points, looking to add to her total. First one on the way, rattles around and falls off the right side of the rim. Boomers keep the 53-18 lead. Lime with the dribble, sits up for the second free throw. That one nothing but net. As Lime has 5 points on the day. Taylor Floyd for the Boomers pushes ahead to Mendel on the right wing. Goes top to key to Alexis Ibarra. To Nelson, left corner, Floyd, I believe, long 2. That's too strong off the iron. The rebound goes back, not collected by McBrayer for Clinton. She tried to scoop it up, but instead knocked it out of bounds. The Boomers keep the possession. As beneath the left block on the baseline, Floyd finds Mendel. Mendel launches on the catch and shoot. That's off the mark. Rebound scooped up by Day for the Lady Reds as she'll find Retchen, and Clinton will push back the other way. Retchen feeds ahead to Williams, high left wing, cross timeline. She'll be met by Floyd immediately. Floyd gets in, pokes it away. It's the steal. Now she's trying to drive one-on-one on Williams into the paint for the right-handed layup around the rim and in. So Floyd creating her own bucket. She's got 4 points, 55-19, 4:25 remaining in the ballgame. Clinton with it back the other way. Williams top the key. She'll put up the runner in the paint. That's off the glass, off the side of the rim, and then skying for a rebound, but it's ripped away as the Boomers come up with it. Feed it ahead to Nelson. Nelson left wing to Mendel. Mendel rolls around up top. Looks at the offense. Finds Nelson. Left corner for 3. She'll launch it. It's too strong. Backside rebound by Floyd. And Taylor Floyd with another one. She's got 6 off the bench. Boomers push it to a near 40-point advantage, leading 57-19. 3:55 remaining in the ballgame. Ariel Williams with the jog. Goes up high left wing to Retchen. Retchen trying to drive through traffic. Finds McBrayer in the right corner. She'll heave up the 3. That's off the glass and almost caught the rim, but instead rebounded underneath by Ibarra. Alexis Ibarra feeds to Floyd, who goes to Mendel on the right side. Top key to Nelson. 3:35 remaining in the ballgame. Boomers well in control, 57-19. And working to Ibarra on the right block extended. Her pass batted, stolen away by Lime. Lime will slow down a little bit, now try to attack on Mendel. Spin to the free throw line, kicks behind her to Williams. Miscommunications as Williams wasn't ready for the pass. It's out of bounds, back to the Boomers. Now the Boomers get a little deeper into the bench, as we will have Brenda Romero into the ball game. They do not have a 25 on the roster, so I apologize. See if we can identify that going forward. If not, we'll find out later. Top key, Nelson looks to drive for the Boomers. Gets into the paint, a little leaner, too strong. Second chance, it's off the mark as well. Catches the front of the rim and goes out. McBrayer with the rebound underneath. Then we'll come back the other way. Retchen across the timeline. Goes left wing to Williams. Williams top the key to Lime. Lime guarded tightly by Floyd. 2:45 remaining in the ball game. Boomers lead 57-19. And Williams with the jumper at the free throw line. That's off the mark. It's an air ball. Goes out of bounds. Back to the Boomers. As they'll inbound to Floyd. Floyd with the dribble forward across the W. Well in control. Just left wing. Top the key to Nelson. Nelson works it over to Floyd. Right side, goes right elbow to Alexis Barr. Finds Nelson cutting into the paint. She takes a hard shot. It's fouled on the way up. The shot just rolls out. But Bailey Nelson will head to the free throw line. 2 shots. And they get Lisa Day, her first. Team second of the quarter for Clinton. Nelson at the line for those 2 free throws. First one splashes home. Nelson with 5 points on the night. Looking for the second free throw. That one good as well. So Nelson 2 for 2. He's got 6 points, and the Boomers have a 40-point advantage, 59-19, with 2:20 remaining in the ball game. As on now, right wing is Redchin. Goes top the key to Day. Day with her dribble. Feeds it to McBrayer right side. McBrayer looking fine. Williams in the corner does. Williams trying to drive on Romero. Gets stopped up. Now needs help. Tries to find a cutting Lime. Stolen away by Floyd. Floyd racing ahead for the Boomers. That's a 3-on-3. Attacks him by Brayer. Puts up the shot. It's good. And one for Taylor Floyd. Come on strong in this fourth quarter with her playing time. Up to 8 points. And heads to the line for the traditional 3-point play as McBrayer picks up her third foul of the ball game. Third of the quarter for Clinton. Boomers lead 61-19. Free throw on the way for Floyd. It is too strong. Okay. Guess they say free throw is off. As Floyd will inbounds for the shots off the mark. No good, collected by Redchin underneath. Boomers lead 61-19 with 50 left in the ball game. Clinton with possession. Williams high right wing. Goes free throw line to Lime. On the left side today. Top of the key back to Lime. They work it to Williams. Finds herself open for another 3 right side. That's too strong. Pops out. Rebound collected by the Boomers. Fed ahead to Floyd. Floyd will slow the pace. Dish to Nelson, the right wing. Nelson looking to drive baseline, trying to get to Alexis Ibarra. Instead, poking out of bounds is Lillian Lime. Boomers keep it with a minute 29 left in the ball game. Well in control on their way to 9th win of the season. As the inbound goes to Floyd to Nelson. She'll launch the right wing 3. That catches the rim, pops out. Rebound underneath by Romero. She'll try to scoop it up from the shot. It's off as well. Alexis Ibarra is a temp. Too strong, and eventually Clinton does come away with the Boomers had multiple chances. As the Lady Reds get it back, minute 10 left in the ball game. Cross timeline is Williams. Her pass too strong though over the head of Lime, and it's a turnover by Clinton. And Floyd will take the inbounds pass. Look to walk it across for the Boomers. As he shot off the mark, rebound though collected by Nelson. Boomers have had a plethora of offensive rebounds. Nelson's pass to Floyd, though, ripped away by Lime. Lime will intercept across the timeline. Clinton drives, kicks it to Redchin, left side for the long jumper, and that's good. It's a 3-pointer from Ella Redchin. She's got 8, makes it 61-22. Just 35 seconds remaining in the ball game, though. The Boomers going to win, pick up win number 9 of the season, I should say, and sweep Clinton on the season. Left side, Romero will take it. They go baseline, and the pass stolen away is intended for a bar. Picked up by Lime. Lime drives it into the paint. The runner, it's too strong. Rebounded underneath by Romero for the Boomers with 18 seconds. Romero challenging across the timeline. Gets poked out from behind. Now it's loose. She still finds it in the paint. And you get on the left block. Shot's too strong. Rebound collected by Lime as Clinton will push back with 6 seconds. 4 seconds. 3-2. Do they get the shot off? Redchin does at the buzzer straight away. That's short, and that's how we end the ball game. The Boomers take it 61-22 over the Lady Reds. They pick up win number 9 on the season. Let's step aside for a break. Come back for the postgame. Get you set up for the boys. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Attention Expo Farm Expo exhibitors. Booth space is now available. It's the K101 Z92 Home and Agribusiness Trade Show, and it's coming to the Woodward County Event Center and Fairgrounds April 5th, 6th, and 7th. Now in our 40th year, this show features 2 exhibitor buildings plus outdoor exhibitor space and will host an extensive variety of agriculture and farm equipment. Also, home improvement ideas, clothing, communication, and entertainment products, ATVs, lawn and garden, new and used automobiles, plus arts and crafts and great food vendors. Thousands annually rely on Expo Farm Expo to see a wide variety and selection of products and services that only a show of this size can offer. Booth space is now available by calling 580-256-4101. That's 580-256-4101. Don't miss out. Reserve your space today for the Tri-State's largest spring home and farm show and be part of Expo Farm Expo 2024. Coming to the Woodward County Fairgrounds Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, April 5th, 6th, and 7th. It's food, folks, and fun with K101.
Hey Lisa, I've been seeing those pics you post of you and your family at all those fun events. What gives?
Oh, VetTix.
What's VetTix?
VetTix is an amazing charity that gives free event tickets like concerts, sporting events, and shows to currently serving military vets and their families, and to the immediate families of troops killed in action.
We have extra tickets sometimes. Can I donate them?
Yes, just go to vettix.org. You can give your extra tickets, and other vets like me can sign up to get them.
What a great way to give back. And listen, thank you for your service.
And welcome back to Basketball Z92. Chris Godwin Tigers with you as the Woodward Girls advance to 9-11 on the season after picking up the 61-22 win over the Clem Lady Reds. Clem remains winless so far as we'll look at the post-game stats. Leading the way for Woodward. Had a great third quarter, finished strong. Lexi Mendel with 16 points for the Boomers. Also in double figures tonight, Riley Moore with 10. Got 9 from Jocelyn Treese, 8 from Taylor Floyd, 6 apiece for Bailey Nelson and Kaylee Mills and Lily Luckett. So 3 scores with 6 apiece to round out for the Boomers. On the Clinton Lady Reds side, leading the way, Ariel Williams with, and we had an unidentified number that we figured out for the Boomers. I got to pause for that. Number 25, Peyton Sunderland. So there we go. Chris Godwin doing yeoman's work to be able to get that number for us as Peyton Sunderland got into the ball game from them. But rolling through the Clinton points, mentioned Ariel Williams with 9. You had Ella Richin finish with 8 and 5 for Lillian Lyman. Chris, I think they kind of satisfied what you're looking for in that second half. Seems some focus was there, and they really kind of finished the game off strong. Yeah, I mean, it was much better attention to detail, and you know, whenever they came out in the second half, we saw them at full strength, right? So they came in with a sense of urgency of doing things the right way and handling business as needed. So it gave those younger players an opportunity to get on the court and earn some valuable time. That's back-to-back games we've seen for Lexi Mendel leading the Boomers in the absence of Bradley Douglas Fisher. It seems like, you know, and some of those points she created on her own with the steals, but offensively, you know, beyond just her, Treese, and Luckett having the green light to say, hey, if you've got it open, don't be afraid to take that three. She's, again, just being a tone setter for this Woodward team. She is, and, you know, me as a coach, I would say that she's earned the right to have those looks and those opportunities as long as she's fulfilling her role. And, you know, tonight what we've seen is there was kind of a standard passing routine by Clinton, and Lexi was able to kind of pick up on some indicators, and she was able to jump in and intercept a few of those passes that were just kind of routine in Clinton's play and earn her a couple shots underneath the rim. So I think Lexi earns her shot opportunities around the perimeter. She's proven to actually hit those pretty consistently. So credit to her and the work she's been putting in. And again, with the 61-22 win, Woodward picks up their 9th dub of the season. We'll step aside for break, come back and get you set for the boys as the Boomers host the Red Tornadoes to close the night. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Life never stops moving. Between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect, you can lose track of the miles and focus on what really matters, the memories made along the way. Stop in today at 2220 Main in Woodward to see your local Michelin dealer, Pipe Lanes Tire.
Providing healthcare to people who need it most. That's a simple but powerful purpose behind Doctors Without Borders. We treat wounded people in war zones, care for malnourished children, and provide safe reproductive healthcare. We're on the ground in emergencies, from Ukraine to Afghanistan. We put patients first, and we go where we're needed most. Because at Doctors Without Borders, we believe people deserve to be treated with compassion and dignity. We treat our patients completely free of charge and without regard to race, religion, or politics. Doctors Without Borders has provided free, life-saving medical care for over 50 years. And thanks to the 6 million people around the world who support our work, Doctors Without Borders will continue to put our patients first.
Boomer basketball. And you just said for the Woodward boys to take on the Clinton Red Tornadoes. And Chris, looking at this team, we talked about it a little bit during the girls' halftime. Going to be an intense game, probably going to be a physical one after that 55-52 overtime win for Clinton on their court. Woodward boys looking to get one back here tonight. They know Clinton record-wise not quite as strong. Surely got to throw that out the window tonight. If you're the boys, you just want to build off that momentum you gained Friday night.
For sure, and you know, to have the overtime win at Clinton, that's big, and to now host them at home, it's your opportunity to kind of seal the deal and put a closing moment on playing Clinton this season and seeing, you know, where we end up.
And of course for Clinton, you have to watch Zeshawn Bolden. Again, he's a senior off the bench, not the tallest guy, only listed at 5'6", but he had a huge impact in Clinton's win. Clinton had 18 points off the bench for them, was really a driving force in that second half. Brewers will look to stop his quickness, his speed. Akis Thompson, the sophomore at 6 foot, also one to watch out for. Not afraid to launch the three, and will be a guy that they will try to lock down. Just got a few minutes before we get to the starting lineups and the opening tip-off. We'll step aside for a final break and bring you the action. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
People investing in people. That's what they're all about at Great Plains Bank, because life isn't a transaction, it's a journey. And on that journey, we're greater together. Great Plains Bank has locations in your local area because they're here to serve you. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
For the past 58 years, Klein Mechanical has served Woodward and Northwest Oklahoma for all your residential or commercial needs, including plumbing, HVAC, electrical, and construction. One call does it all. Located at 1301 Main Street, or give them a call at 256-5014. Good luck, Boomers.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Getting support from friends online kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
Instead of smoking after I ate, I'd get up and take a walk.
I missed having a cigarette in my hand, so I'd hold a pen or a straw, anything.
Until I knew I wouldn't give in to temptation, I spent more time with my friends who didn't smoke.
I went to places that were smoke-free.
I didn't stay quit the very first time I tried.
I kept on trying, and I learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
I quit.
I quit.
I quit.
We did it, so can you.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
And welcome back to Z92 Boomer TV, as we are just a minute or so away from the boys getting underway. Woodward Boomers taking on the Clinton Red Tornadoes. Talk for Red Course. Got to watch Zeshawn Bolden tonight. Whether he starts or not for Clinton will be to determine should he get to play. They've kind of just, you know, injuries have kind of plagued them a bit. Guys just not being able to get consistent minutes because of that. And we'll see what kind of Clinton team we'll get tonight. As it's like Bolden maybe coming off the bench again as well. As Boomers are going to wear their home white uniforms. Clinton wearing the road maroons. Boomers with the gold numbers and text trimmed in black. Got kind of the black mosaic, as we call it, as far as the pattern. Trimmed for the jerseys and the shorts. Clinton with the yellow and white trimming and the numbers and text in yellow trimmed and just like some whites. So we'll turn it over to Troy Harley for the starting lineups.
Let's see the starting line for Clinton. Red Tornadoes. Number 2, Ronnie Redson. Number 10, Parker Adams. Number 12, Alex Thompson. Number 13, Ethan Hoffman. And number 33, Wyatt Kowalski. The Red Tornadoes, Lucian Blitz. Now it's time to get the starting line for your Woodward.
Starting lineups for both squads. For the Boomers, the same lineup we've seen pretty consistently. Ben Cheap, Connor Price, Carter Reed, Ethan Neal, Connor Sunderland. For Clinton, got a couple of blue facing Parker Adams, Ethan Loeflin, Akis Thompson, who we talked about, Ronnie Richin, and Wyatt Sawaski. Starting 5 for the Red Tornadoes. Boomers working right to left first half. Clinton left to right. Lee Thompson versus Neal for the tip. 8 minutes are on the clock. 8 minutes are on the clock. There we go. Goodness, left the crab mic on. Apologize. Anyways, 8 minutes on the clock. Boomers are ready to roll, as well as Clinton. Neal, Thompson tipping it off. And Neal wins the tip for the Boomers, gives it to Price as they work right to left. High right wing goes to Reed. To Cheat, they dump it into Sunderland. They work it nicely to Ethan Neal, wide open for the easy layup. Neal gets the Boomers on the board. They lead 2-0. Now the press is on as Richin trying to work the ladder with Adams. Parker Adams seeing some time as they do get across right side. They go to Loeflin. Back up top to Redchin. Guarded tightly by Ben Cheap as he's near the W count. Not quite on though as they work it to Adams right side. Adams picked up by Price. Gets a high screen from Thompson. Adams flips over to Redchin. Left corner for 3. That's off the mark right side of the rim. Collect on the backside by Thompson. He'll work at the Loeflin. Second chance 3 goes in. Or excuse me, for Adams. The second chance 3. So Parker Adams with first pass for Clinton. They lead 3-2. Boomers the other way. Left corner. Neal will take it. Goes to Cheap on the right wing and the right corner to Price. Price sees the double team. Now needs some help. Finds a Ethan Neal in the paint. His jumper too strong off the back iron. Rebound collected by Loeflin. Clinton will take the possession back. 6:50 remaining first quarter. Boomers trail 3-2 as the Red Tornadoes with that high left wing. Richin be met by Price. Goes to Thompson in the corner. Picked up by Reed. Thompson top the key to Loeflin. Loeflin trying to hit a cutting Adams. Pass batted by Connor Sunderland. Stolen 2-on-2 the other way. Sunderland just drives it by Loeflin and gets the strong bucket in front of the paint. Or in front of the rim, I should say.
One thing about that shot that a lot of people probably wouldn't have picked up on is Sunderland did a great job at flipping his hips, or flipping the opponent's hips. He drove right to the basket, but however, he was making sure each time he bounced the ball, it was on the flip side of the defender, so gave him an open look to shoot.
Definitely so, and now a quick 10 count forced by the Boomers. Thought count was still at about 7 or 8, but they called the 10, so Woodward's defense forces the turnover on the 10 count. As Connor Price takes the inbounds for the Boomers. Goes over to Carter Reed in the high left wing. Finds Neal out of the double team. They work at the Price open for the right wing. 3 splashes home. Connor Price gets his night rolling with a tray ball. Boomers extend the lead 7-3. Press is on. As Adams trying to work the ladder with Redchin, get across timeline. They do to Thompson. A collision with Thompson and Sunderland. No call. Thompson loses the handle. Neal picks it up. Boomers the other way. Left corner Price. Goes cross court, right corner, Cheap. Thought about the three instead, goes baseline to Reed. Has the open jumper, runs out, rebound taken aggressively by Thompson for Clinton. His pass, though, off the mark, and it's out of bounds, intended for Parker Adams, and Clinton with a quick turnover yet again.
Yeah, and I think, the Clinton's head coach is going to look for the consistency factor on the point of contact that his player received, and just hope that this game stays respectful between the two groups.
Top the key, Price with it. They work in left corner, Dino for the Boomers. He tries to dump it to Sunderland. Pass is, they say, off of the Boomers, so it's a turnover. As Clinton inbounds, Parker Adams finds Redshin. Redshin dishing it to Thompson across the timeline. Challenge there by Sunderland. Sunderland with the good defense, but he falls. Pass almost stolen away. It's intended for Adams. It gets there. Adams finds Redshin in the left corner. Top the key, back to Adams. Right wing Zawatsky takes it. Picked up by Neal. Zawatsky to use the dribble. Goes to Loeflin straight away. Loeflin goes left side to Adams. Adams guarded tightly by Reed. Backs it out, has the dribble, counts on though. Tries to get it to Thompson. A pass stolen away by Ben Cheap for the layup and gets it. Cheap may got away with a couple steps. We won't worry about that. Boomers make it 9-3. As Clinton this time does break the press. Redshin with the 2-on-1, floats it to Loeflin. The pass too high though. He can't control it on the oop as Neal takes it for the Boomers. To Cheap, and that time they call him for the travel. He slid a little bit as soon as he caught the pass and was looking to pass himself. So turnover for the Boomers. 9-3 though. They lead 4:40 remaining in the first quarter. Press is on again as Clinton dealing with it. Adams and Redshin working the ladder. Redshin does break it ahead to Loeflin again, a 2-on-2. Loeflin drives and Connor Sunderland absorbs what he was hoping with the charge. Not the case. They say it's on Sunderland. And Loeflin heads the line for 2 free throws. As Sunderland picks up his first for either team in the ball game. And Loeflin at the line for the 2 shots. The believe junior, yes. No, the freshman shooting at 6'4". First free throw, rattles in. Does have a dressed out bench. Didn't hear that Bolden was out tonight, but he might be. We'll have to see. Second free throw upcoming for Loeflin. Goes high off the back iron and pops in. So makes both of them. As 9-5, Boomers still lead. They will get the possession back as Sunderland takes it, feeds it to Price on the inbounds. Price looking to bench for the play. Receives it. They go to Reed left side, in the corner to Neal. Sees the double team. Kick it around to Price on the right wing. On the elbow to Sunderland. Driving, finding Neal underneath. They work it to Cheap. Left wing for 3. Cheap's shot too strong. Rebound though collected by Neal. Neal behind to Price. They find Neal on the step out and had a whistle. An offensive foul underneath, they say. It's just 3 in the key maybe. I apologize. Offensive 3 in the key. So it's a turnover for the Boomers. Camped in the paint too long as Clinton will take possession back. Redshin again looking to break the press. Does get it to Loeflin across the timeline. Top of the key. Has to pick up his dribble. Guarded by Neal. Clinton trails 9-5. 3:54 left in the first quarter. Loeflin does hand off to Adams as he's guarded by Price. High right wing. Adams with the dribble. Feeds over to Loeflin in the corner. Loeflin working it to Zawatsky. Top of the key. Has to pick up his dribble. They find Thompson. Now to Adams left side. Adams again with the dribble. We're looking for maybe a clear out. He's looking to attack on Price. Price keeping in front of him. Forces the pass out to Redshin. He gets open straight away for 3. It runs out though. Rebound collected by Reed. The Boomers push down the left side. Reed to the baseline under the basket. Looking to Cheap on the right side. They say out of bounds. Tipped by Clinton. He's trying to get Ben Cheap open in the corner for the 3 to no avail. As on the inbounds, Cheap goes top of the key to Price, gets a high screen, and they find Cheap left corner. Back up to Price. Price sees the double team, finds Sunderland at the free throw line. He's double teamed. Nice little step through move off the glass and rails in. Tough move by Connor Sunderland. He's got 4. Boomers lead 11-5. 3 minutes even remaining in the first quarter as Clinton takes it. Adams trying to break the press, picks up his dribble, does get ahead to Loeflin. Loeflin slows it up, doesn't have the numbers on the high right wing. He's double teamed, now he's in trouble. He's picked up his dribble, whistle, and a jump ball for his possession arrow. Keeps it with Clinton, but you'll have to see the hustle. Boomers trying to stay in control in this first quarter. 2:52 remaining. Clinton still with the possession on the near side as they feed into Adams. Adams guarded by Cheap. They work it left wing to Thompson. Thompson picked up by Reed. Thompson has a pick of his dribble. Now he's in trouble, trying to get the low one pass tipped by Sunderland. Straight to Reed. Reed pushes ahead in the 2-on-2. Down to left side for layup. Too strong. Rebound fought for. Sunderland collects it. Sunderland in the paint, steps through. Another tough move off the back iron. That's too strong. Neal's chance, also not good, as Sunderland picks it up again on the baseline. Boomers rebounding officially right now. They find Price. Left corner for three. It rattles out, and Neal falls hard to the floor trying to collect the rebound. Whistle, they say it was tipped out of bounds by Clinton.
Boomers did a great job right there at the offensive boards, and then we're able to swing it around for a wide open look for Price. Obviously, Price is the go-to guy for those kind of looks, and great opportunity to earn a bucket there.
And off the inbounds, Carter Reed finds the space for the bucket, his first of the ball game. Boomers make it 13-5. And Rufus Whiteman Ellis step in for Clinton. And got a timeout by Coach Lucien Bliss as Contavian Hill was trying to work it for the Reds. 2:03 left in the first quarter. Boomers up 13-5. We'll step aside with them on this break. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
If you're 19 or older with certain underlying medical conditions such as asthma or diabetes, you can get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia, a potentially serious bacterial lung disease that can disrupt your life for weeks. If you're 65 or older, it is also recommended you get vaccinated against pneumococcal pneumonia. No matter the season, talk to your doctor about vaccination today and learn more at lung.org/protect yourself. A message from the American Lung Association in collaboration with Pfizer.
Back on Z92, Boomer TV, Chris Cotton and Tyler Ridge through as Woodward leads 13-5, 2:03 remaining in the first quarter. Clinton had to take timeout. Coach Lucien Bliss wanted to get things set up as Hill inbounds to Retchen. Back to Hill, ahead to Loaflin, who breaks the press and gets the easy layup. Clinton trying to get a plan together. Boomers push back quickly the other way. Neal all the way underneath the basket, receives it, lets the man blow by, and puts it off the glass. So the Boomers with the quick answer. Retchen again double teamed in the backcourt. They have to throw it ahead as Thompson takes on the left wing after a pass from Rufus Whiteman Ellis. Thompson, the left corner, sees Neal guard him. Now double teamed with him and Reed. They work it back up top to Loaflin. In the right corner, Retchen picked up by Reed. Working to Whiteman Ellis, tries to bounce it into the paint. Pass stolen away by Price. Price pushes ahead. Reed, left corner open for three, and that rattles in. Carter Reed with back-to-back buckets, and the Boomer lead now to 11, 18-7 with just a minute 10 remaining in the first quarter. Retchen on the high left wing for Clinton. Finds Thompson in the corner. He's double-teamed. Has to get out to Loaflin. They kick it right corner. Contavian Hill for the three. It's a bit offline, short. Fight for the rebound. Pokes it to Connor Price. Price dishes ahead to Reed. Doesn't have the numbers, though. Attacks on Loaflin and gets by him for the layup. 3 baskets in a row for Carter Reed. He's got 7. Boomers push it to 20-7. 45 seconds remaining in the quarter as Thompson can't handle a Hill pass. Sunderland picks it up, flips ahead to Neal, and Neal takes a hard slap as he goes to the ground on the shot. Did get fouled. Shot no good. And he took that one straight across the face.
He did, and you know, the athleticism to still have the balance and the structure that he did to have a shot at the rim was pretty spectacular.
I mean, really getting whacked in the face and just about made the shot still. Contavian Hill picks up his first foul for Clinton, first of the quarter for the Red Tornadoes. Neal at the free throw line, first one just a bit short. I'd still be seeing stars if I was out. I don't know how you're shooting these free throws.
Home court advantage. You can do it blindfolded now.
There you go. There you go. Sits up for the second free throw. That one just a bit too strong after being a bit short on the first. Rebound, though, picked up by Connor Price. Boomers extend the possession. Price has it left corner. Work it out to Reed. Reed sits up to Cheap, top of the key. Cheap looking to pass. Finds Neal right side. Back up to Price at the Woodward W. 25 seconds remaining in the quarter. Boomers lead 20-7. Price's pass almost too high for Neal. He collects it. Goes right corner to Reed. Back to Neal on the give and go. They don't like it. Work it out to Cheap. 15 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Cheap throws in the Sunderland in the free throw line. He has to work it out to Reed. 9 seconds. Boomers got to look for a shot. Price in the left corner with 6. Trying to drive. Straight away, Reed lets man blow by. Goes in the paint. Kicks out to Hill with 1. At the buzzer. Puts it up. And it's just a bit off as he catches the rim and goes out. That's how we end the first quarter. Woodward in control, 20-7 after the first frame. We'll step aside for a break. Come back for the second quarter. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's longest-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit your local Michelin dealer, High Plains Tire, at 2220 Main in Woodward.
You control which statistic you become. We all know making changes can be hard, but even small changes can help prevent you from being one of the 3 in 5 Oklahomans who die from chronic diseases like heart disease and cancer. Start small by adding in daily exercise and balancing your diet. Avoid tobacco, and most importantly, visit your healthcare provider for regular checkups. You can help build a healthier, stronger Oklahoma. Talk to your healthcare provider. And for more tips, visit oklahoma.gov/health.
Back at Boomer Fieldhouse as we get set for the second quarter. Woodward on top 20-7 after the first frame. And Boomer's well in control. Do want to note, Woodward Wrestling was on the road tonight against Weatherford. It was Weatherford's senior night. Unfortunately, the boys fall 48-24 in that duel. Still having a great season, though, as out of the, begin the second quarter. Woodward with the possession as the pass gets swatted out of bounds. Clinton got a hand on it. Boomers keep the possession. Has been cheap. Will inbounds beneath the right block. Finds Ethan Neal. Neal just floats it over Connor Sunderland for the easy 2. Sunderland thought it was for him, and Neal, I think, called him off.
Makes you want to know if that was a design play. Like
a little fake hoop, yeah. As Clinton trying to break the press, Neal almost comes up with a steal. Instead, they say he stepped out of bounds. As Clinton will look to get subs. Parker Adams back into the ball game. Zawatsky. And we will also see Titan Malone for the first time tonight, as Loveland, Hill, and Redshin check out for the Tornadoes. On the inbounds, Zawatsky able to get it down low and get the bucket. His first of the night. 22-9. Boomers still on top. Right corner, Neal with it. Goes top key to Reed for the Boomers. Dump it on the right block to Sunderland. They work it back around, eventually finding Price. Left corner open for the 3. He'll take it, and that's nothing but net yet again for Connor Price. 2 threes in this first half. He's got 6.
Great ball movement by the Boomers there.
Just found the open man in the zone. Clinton does break the press as they get it ahead to Thompson in the paint. Loses the handle momentarily. Has 4 Boomers around him and shot wild over the rim, collected by Sunderland. As Woodward will push down the left side with Price. Hands off in the corner to Cheap. Dumps into Sutherland, who is trailing for the jump shot in the paint. It's off the mark. Rebound collected by Price. Boomers working around to Cheap. Open left wing 3. It's too strong. Collects his own shot, though. And he's trapped on the baseline. Finds Carter Reed left corner. He'll take the 3. That's offline to the left. Rebound again, though, by the Boomers as Neal kicks out to Price straight away. That 3's offline. And Sutherland, does he get the board? No, he's on the ground. Zawatsky has it. Now we got to tie up. And a jump ball forced. Possession arrow keeps it with Clinton, but boy, Boomers have carried that offensive rebound in mentality, Chris, from Friday night.
They have, and who knew that Connor Price? Do I have a height on Connor?
I'm thinking we don't have one. I think he's officially he's got to be what, 5'6", 5'7"?
I don't know, but he was 6'8" just now. So
always love it. As Clinton with possession, trailing 25-9. Parker Adams top the key, works it on the right side to Whiteman Ellis on the wing. He's picked up by Price as he'll find Titan Malone, the sophomore. Malone backs it out, top of the key. Neal guarding him tightly. Neal just kind of pokes at him and commits a reach. Be a foul. Neal's first, team first for the quarter, first for either team in the quarter. Woodward still low on top, 25-9. Clinton has possession. Zawatsky takes a free throw on, works out to Whiteman Ellis, gets open for the 3 in the right corner, and he drained it. Rufus Whiteman Ellis with the bucket. Clinton cuts it to 13, 25-12. Boomers the other way on the right wing. Reed goes top the key to Cheap. They work it to Price, left side. Back up to Reed. Boomers taking their time on this possession. Find a Neal on the baseline, gives the Sunderland. Nice little give and go. Back to Neal off the glass, rolls in. Patience. As Neal with 8 points. Boomers make it 15 again, 27-12. 5:30 remaining in the half. Clinton the other way is Whiteman Ellis looking on the right baseline. He gets trapped up by Reed, has to find somebody up top. Goes to Ty Malone. Malone steps into the three. They let him take it. That rattles around, and it sticks off the front of the rim. Somehow found its way in. Malone with three. Boomers the other way, and a travel by Ben Cheap as he tried to get it down low. We'll see Gage Hutchins tonight for the first time, taking out Connor Sunderland. So the Boomers starting five has played nearly the entire first quarter and a half. That was the first substitution for the Boomers. As Clinton races down, Ty Malone trying to find space on the left side. That's poked out of bounds by Ben Cheap, who got in his way. Clinton has the inbounds in front of the Boomer bench. Ty Malone will be the trigger man as he finds Whiteman Ellis. Working to Adams. Adams guarded by Cheap, but not tightly. Adams with the dribble. Count's not on. Now he looks to attack left side. Goes to Malone. Malone going baseline with some space. Tries to go up and under. Loses the handle. Gets it to Zawodzki. Zawodzki's three is an air ball. Rebound saved by Adams, but goes right to Boomer. And then the pass ahead bounces off Carter Reed's back. And they find it to Price. Boomer's working it quick. Price thinking about the three from the left wing. Didn't take it. Shook his head no. Didn't want it. Reed takes the top of the key. Find Neal left side. Neal looking to pass. Cross court right wing to Hutchins. Hutchins in the corner to Reed as they work it to Neal in the paint. Back out to Reed. Steps around for the long two right side. It rolls around. It just comes out. But Hutchins with the rebound underneath. Over two Clinton defenders. Gets the and one in front of the rim. Gage Hutchins with the strong play.
It was, and I mean that's what we were talking about last Friday. Is Gage is really inserting himself to be a true hardcore member of this team, and you know those were earned buckets right there.
As the foul is charged to Parker Adams his first. So Hutchins at the line for the and one. Trying to complete the old school three-point play. Free throw on the way. It's short off the front of the rim, but it goes right back to him for the rebound. Puts up the free throw line jumper. It's a bit offline as well. Collected by Clinton and Ethan Loeflin, who's back into the ball game. Feeds ahead to Hill. Hill goes to Retchin. Left side to Waski. Out to Loeflin in the right corner. Drives on Neal. Puts up the runner. That's off glass. And rolls around in. Tough bucket for Loeflin on the answer. As Clinton makes it 29-17, and Hutchins right back with the answer. He's got four. Here's making 31-17, 3:45 remaining in the half. Clinton on the right side. Loeflin takes the drive, baseline, tries to go up and under. Instead, kicks out. His pass stolen away by Neal. Neal doesn't have the numbers, but trying to attack on Zawodzki. Now backs out, but finds a cutting Hutchins, who is trailing, and he gets the easy two off the block. Hutchins with 6 straight points, and that's a timeout taken by Clinton with 3:32 remaining in the half. Boomers lead 33-17. We'll take it with them. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 KNZE FM Woodward.
HIV is not a crime, or it shouldn't be. People living with HIV can do and live fully healthy lives
without risk of transmitting the virus to others.
But a different fear remains.
In 30 states, Americans are being imprisoned due to their HIV status.
It's time for the laws to catch up to science.
Join the Elizabeth Taylor AIDS Foundation to modernize outdated HIV criminalization laws. Go to etaf.org.
HIV is not a crime.
Campaign funded through the support of Gilead Sciences Incorporated.
Boomer Basketball, Z92, Tyler Rich, Chris Godwin with you as the Boomers in control in this first half, 33-17. And Chris, it's just a lot of that hustle, a lot of that effort we saw from Friday night carrying it over.
It is, and you know, to have Gage Hutchins come off the bench and already make such a huge impact on the scoreboard and just for the team and getting a couple possessions back for us has been huge.
Been a spark plug as he has all season off bench. We've seen him be in the 20-point range a couple of times. Just working off the bench. Impressive stuff. Out of the timeout, Clinton with possession. Hill steps on the half-court line. It's an over and back, and it was a good double team by Connor Price. Ben Cheap stepping out on him. Just having that court awareness, the force of that half-court line became the Boomers' best friend.
That was the advantage of the home court because we don't have a black stripe there where he stepped. So he didn't recognize the change.
There you go. In the right corner, Cheap with it for the Boomers. This pass to the top of the key, a little wayward, but Hutchins takes it in. Feeds it left corner to Reed. Reed's pass picked off by Contavian Hill. Hill feeds ahead to low one for Clinton. Hill slow it down, top of the key. Tries to rifle a pass to Redchin, stolen away by Neal to Reed, and then back up to Reed, and boy, got knocked out of bounds. Bodies went to the floor, no call other than out of bounds. Boomers keep possession. Hill and Neal collide. It's Carter Reed triggers in front of the Boomer bench. Finds Hutchins, high right wing. They find Price. He feeds it left corner to Cheap, inside to Reed. Double team has a kick back out to Cheap, and they say a foul as the pass goes out of bounds. He draws the foul. I think they get Sawaski. They do. Sawaski picks up his first foul for Clinton, second of the quarter for the Red Tornadoes. It's Connor Price, triggers below the left block to Reed. They work it to Hutchins, back to Price right side. Checked by Sawaski, has to go cross court left wing to Reed. That pass well over the head of Carter Reed's out of bounds. Back to Clinton. 2:40 remaining in the half. We're still on top 33-17. This Contavian Hill takes the inbounds for the Red Tornadoes. Feeds the time Malone, finds Redshin out of the press. Redshin for the floater to Thompson on the, who touches it in. Atticus Thompson, his first basket. Boomers back the other way. Cheap gets sent to the ground. It's out of bounds, they say, off the Boomers. Some bodies are hitting the floor, and they're letting it play physical.
I don't know what lane we had to go anywhere with. I would have expected a foul our way in that one.
As Zawoski feeds down to Thompson, and it's stuffed by Ethan Neal on the other end. And then a whistle, they say a foul on the Boomers. They do. Ooh, big block though from Ethan Neal. That wasn't the foul, it was on Carter Reed.
Right. And it's one of those, you can tell that that's more of an emotion thing. And I would say as an official, you kind of key in on those after a no-call situation where you think that your team's supposed to get a foul. They're really honing in on focusing the next possession just to see if there's any retaliation play.
As off the inbounds, Clinton works around to Zawoski on the high right wing. To Thompson, top of the key, he'll set up the offense. Left side, or excuse me, to Hill, then to Thompson on the left side. As Zawoski takes the pass from Thompson, rolls around the right side, hands off to Hill. Hill looking to tack on Cheap. Doesn't like it yet. Gets the free throw line, kicks to Red Shin. Minute 55 remaining in the half. Boomers lead 33-19. Clinton with possession though. Red Shin, top of the key, gets the call from Coach Bliss. Red Shin guarded by Price, but the count not on. Now picks up his dribble, needs help. Finds Hill, who taps it to Malone. Malone trying to drive, gets underneath the free throw line. His floater wild, and it's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Clinton as Malone couldn't track down his own rebound. And Connor Sunderland checks in for Ben Cheap. 37 remaining in the half. Sunderland 4 points. Boomers trying to extend their 33-19 lead. Price across the half-court line. They go right wing to Reed. Top of the key to Neal. Neal back to Price left side. He'll take the quick three. That's off the glass, off the rim. Almost banked it home, but it rolls out. Taken by Thompson. Thompson doesn't have the numbers for Clinton. Kicks it over to Malone right side. Malone loses the handle. Still by Ethan Neal. As Boomers push back the other way. Price back to Neal. Left side. Neal drives, puts up the shot, goes hard to the floor, and gets the foul. Shot was off the mark. Neal he glides in there so strongly. When he takes contact, he flies.
He's got the height, but he's also got a little bit of bounce, so he's able to kind of go up and draw in the contact. And, you know, whether he's going to make it or not, he's actually going to be in a good position to earn some chances at the free throw line.
Makes the first free throw. He's got 9 points in the first half. Second one all the way. That's too strong. Rebound taken by Thompson of Clinton. The foul was charged to Contavian Hill. His second of the ball game, third of the quarter for the Red Tornadoes. Malone trapped in the backcourt, double team. Now gets up to Zawoski left side. The handoff though, Reed, and stolen by Gage Hutchins. Boomers take it back. Down the left side, Price. Hands back top of key, Hutchins. Worked to Sunderland in the paint. He's quadruple teamed, and there's a foul on the floor as he took a shot, I think on the arm. They get Hill his third. Hill, one of the key football players for Clinton. Playing a bit too physical right now, though, as that's fourth in the quarter for the Red Tornadoes. Boomers keep it. 49 seconds remaining in the quarter. Kick out to Hutchins on the inbounds. Left corner. Feeds to Price. Right baseline. They work it to Price, or excuse me, to Sunderland in the paint. Flips out to Reed. Reed trying to drive. Has to give to Neal. Left corner for three. Neal's shot. Catches the rim. Rolls out. Sunderland with the second chance. That's wayward as well. Scooped up by Contavian Hill for Clinton. 29 seconds remaining in the half. Red Shin flips ahead to Thompson. Thompson looking to attack on Neal. Neal stops a little Euro step and forces a tough shot from Thompson. That bounces out. Picked up by Connor Price for the Boomers. He slows the pace up across the timeline. High left wing Reed. Goes to Neal with 13 seconds top key. Back to Reed. Baseline to Hutchins left side. 9 seconds. Up to Price, right wing to Neal. Neal scoops it over to Reed. That pass wild though. Picked off, stolen. Redchin eventually comes up with it from Clinton. 1 second to Zawatsky. Launches at the end of the half and rockets it off the scoreboard, or the shot clock. And that's how we end the first half. Boomers will take a 15-point advantage into the locker room. 34-19 over Clinton. We'll step aside. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
Need to pay the babysitter, but don't have enough cash? Use Zelle, located in the Bank 7 mobility app, to send money from your account to someone else's within minutes. With an email address or phone number, you can directly pay anyone you trust. Zelle is fast, safe, and free. Visit bank7.com for more details. Data rates and transfer limits may apply. Member FDIC.
Hey Lisa, how are you? It's been so long. Are you back for good? What's going on?
Hey, good to see you. Yes, I'm back for good and just trying to get my life back together.
Well, I'm so happy that you're home. It looks like things are going well. I've been seeing those pics you post of you and your family at all those fun events. What gives?
Oh, VetTix. VetTix gives.
What's VetTix?
VetTix is an amazing charity that gives free event tickets, like concerts, sporting events, and shows, to currently serving military vets and their families, and to the immediate families of troops killed in action. It's a really nice organization.
That is so nice.
These events have helped me feel like myself again, and all these new happy memories my family and I are making are priceless.
We have extra tickets sometimes. Can I donate them?
Yes, it's easy. Just go to vettix.org. You can give your extra tickets, and other vets like me can sign up to get them.
Awesome. I love that idea. What a great way to give back. I'm so glad you told me about it, and it was amazing to see you. And listen, thank you for your service.
Welcome back, Boomer Basketball at Boomer Fieldhouse. Woodward on top at the break, 34-19 over the Clinton Red Tornadoes. Let's take a look at these first half stats. Starting for the Boomers, Ethan Neal lead the way with 9 points. A good smattering of helping those. He's got 7 from Carter Reed, 6 from Connor Price, as well as Gage Hutchins, 2 for Ben Cheap in that first half. On Clinton's side, they are paced by Ethan O'Loughlin. He's got 6 points. You got 3 apiece for Tyden Malone, Parker Adams, Rufus Whiteman Ellis, 2 for Akis Thompson, as well as White Sawatsky. Quarter scoring, the Boomers won the first quarter 20-7, and then won the second quarter 14-12. That's the 15-point advantage at the break. And again, Chris, I mean, we talked about throughout the first half, loving the aggression it seems like for the Boomers, both offensive glass, defensive glass, scooping up rebounds, making shots tough on Clinton. The only real, error I think you could really put on is that Clinton's got some open looks from threes, but other than that, it's been a very sound first quarter for the Boomers.
It has, and I would venture to say that Connor Price is coming up with some key takeaways. Gage Hutchins is coming up off the bench with some big takeaways right at the end. But one person that I in particular are seeing that is doing very, very well both defensively and in the offensive side of the court is Connor Sunderland. He is doing a great job at those fast breakaways that Clinton is having. He's doing a great job at balancing the guy underneath the rim and then approaching the guy that is dribbling at him. And I think he's really taken away a lot of opportunities for Clinton to kind of earn easy buckets. And then down on the other side, I've seen him play with a sense of calmness and understanding. And there's one play in particular where he was double teamed. He faked a pitch out, made him separate, and he had a quick bounce and an open look at the basket, and he actually converted on that. So for me, Connor Sunderland is actually doing way more than what I think is kind of being seen by the public in traditional eyes. I'm seeing a lot of efficiency coming from him.
I was mentioning he's got 4 points in the break, and it's a good stretch for him because he had a stretch of games, it seemed like, since the start of the year where he just, for whatever reason, couldn't stay out of foul trouble. Some of those, just those bang-bang calls, obviously like straw draw the charges. Sometimes they weren't letting him get physical inside. It was a little, I wouldn't say ticky-tack, but it was a little bit more on the light side when they called the foul. So that's got to help with the players' rhythm when they know that, okay, I can actually be on the court for a given amount of time, right?
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, man, that's not an officiating thing. I'm not saying this in any way, but
it's
like
just crew to
when
crew,
you get in a tight spot on what is a foul, what's not a foul in this game, and how it changes and varies from, you know, one game to the next. Like in one scenario, you're very cautious and you don't want to play your normal game, but whenever you're allowed to kind of play in your role and you're not accruing fouls early on, it allows you to kind of be a little bit more relaxed and do what you believe is you know, true to your talents and true to your physical nature. And I would say Connor is he's a physical dude.
Yeah, big boy in there, and much needed for the Boomers when he gets to cook, and he has in this first half in a lot of different ways. With that, step aside for break, get you set for the second half. Some keys to the second half for the Boomers, how they could close this one out against the Clinton Red Tornadoes. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92.
Life never stops moving. Between the 30-minute commutes, daycare pickups, and that weekend trip to Grandma's, you're racking up the miles. What you need is a tire that can keep up, like the exceptionally long-lasting Michelin Defender tire. With an 80,000-mile warranty and the safety you expect, you can lose track of the miles and focus on what really matters, the memories made along the way. Stop in today at 2220 Main in Woodward to see your local Michelin dealer, Pipe Lanes Tire.
Right arm, right leg. Left leg, left arm. Both legs above the knee. Both legs, part of my left hand. Lost both my legs in Iraq.
These 9/11 veterans are just a few of the heroes we serve at Homes for Our Troops. For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers. So we build specially adapted homes with features like wheelchair access, roll-in showers, and pull-down cabinets that allow them to function independently and focus on their recovery and family. This life-changing gift of freedom is provided mortgage-free to these veterans, thanks to our donors and supporters. But we need you to join us, too, in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Back at Boomer Fieldhouse as we're just a couple minutes away from the start of the second half. Woodward on top 34-19 over at Clinton. You know, Chris, looking at some of those keys to the second half, I think we both agree, honestly, keep up that aggression, keep up that physicality. You know, we're seeing guys not be afraid to let it fly as well from the perimeter. Connor Price kind of leading the charge in that, a couple big threes in that first half. What's some other things top of mind that you think Boomers have to do to make sure they keep this 15-point advantage and hold on for this win?
Keep the pressure. You know, there's so much to that, and I think that we're doing a great job at staying composed and have an understanding of where we're going to be offensively. So I in the attack, I'm not too concerned. It's the defensive pressure that I would like us to keep and not shy away from. We're 15-point lead right now. Personally, if you get anything under 10, you're nervous. And right. So in the game of basketball, I personally, 14 or higher, you feel better about your situation. But if you start nearing that 10-point lead mark and you lose the swing of momentum, it can get dangerous real quick. So I think keep your foot on the gas, as they say, and remain the type of team that you have been for the last 6 quarters.
Well, and that's, you know, something I'm sure Coach Gaines and the players will talk about, because we've seen at times this year where these boys have been able to get up big, right? You get that big first half lead, even well into the third. We talk about the nervousness, a couple of missed plays here and there, and then things get a little tight, and it gets real tight down the stretch. I know in talking with some of the guys, talking with the coaches, they just want to turn the corner on that mentally, right? Show that, okay, we can just finish this off as we need to. That'd be a big kind of good check, you know, towards the end of the season, that, hey, we made that type of progress from the beginning of the season until now. And both teams to their benches, getting their final words from the coaches. As for the Boomers, probably going to be that same starting 5 that we saw back out on the court And for Clinton, they've kind of mixed it up a little bit. Thought we were going to see some Zeshawn Bolden. Have not seen him tonight. Been a little absent. Might be dealing with an injury. Didn't hear word that that was the case, but as I mentioned earlier, Clinton has just kind of struggled to find consistency even with that. A lot of guys kind of been in and out of the lineup due to various things throughout the season. Do want to thank our great sponsors real quick before we get underway. High Plains Tire, gold sponsor of the Boomer Coaches Show, Top Cat Formal Wear and Accessories, Divine Stationery, Klein Mechanical, Northwest Glass, Great Plains National Bank, R5 Custom Embroidery, and the Long Shots Farm Grill. With our coaches shows, greatly appreciate their support. As both teams ready to go, we do see Contavious Hill continuing into the lineup for Clinton, which is interesting. He's got 3 fouls, the only player kind of in this game right now close to foul trouble. Boomers, though, will begin with the possession to start the second half, working left to right in this half. Connor Price takes the inbounds from Carter Reed, hands it off to him on the right wing. Back to Neal, right side in the corner. Price thought about the shot, instead collects. They swing it to Cheap, left wing, in the corner to Neal. Neal looking. Price top of the key. He zips it to Sunderland. He's triple team, trying to find Neal on the baseline, and Neal's fouled on the floor as he would have kicked it out to an open Carter Reed. See who they tag that on for Clinton. It's the second to Parker Adams. First of the quarter for the Reds. 7:40 remaining in the third quarter, just underway as below the right block. Cheap sends it out to Price. Price back to Cheap, left corner. Price gets left open for the left wing three. It's short though off the rim, collected by Zawoski. His pass poked at by Price. Price almost flies into the Boomer bench as Contavious Hill collects it. Hill working right to left for Clinton. Feeds to Thompson on the block, back out to Hill. It's a high screen for him, now guarded by Ethan Neal as the pass goes down Thompson. They work it to Adams, left corner for 3. Adams wayward off the mark, left side. Collected by Price on the long rebound. He'll push ahead for the Boomers. Down the left side of the courts. Top key to Cheap. Works back to Price. They find Neal. Ooh, Neal Price, a little miscommunication, almost turnover. As they work it to Cheap in the right corner. Boomers zip it inside to Sunderland. Sunderland kicks it back out. They get to Neal straight away for the 3. Hand to the face, off the high off the back iron. Rebound collected by Contavious Hill. A jump ball force, they say. Possession arrow keeps it with Clinton. There was a couple decent looks to begin this second half, but unfortunately haven't been able to convert. Still remains 34-19. It's about a minute and a half into the third quarter. Red Shin working the ladder with Hill to try to make sure they get over the timeline. Finally, he zips it up to Thompson. Thompson for the layup, and he's fouled all the way up. It's too strong on the shot, but Connor Sunderland tags him for the foul. Atticus Thompson hits the line for 2 shots. 6:22 remaining in the third quarter. Thompson dips, shoots the first free throw. That's pure. As he's got 3 points. Clinton cuts the deficit to 14. Couple dribbles for Thompson. Sits for the second free throw. That one good as well. He's got 4. Boomers working back the other way. 34-21. They're on top. 6:15 left of the third quarter. Price sets up the offense. Goes right wing to Neal. Neal works it back as he gets Price on the left wing. Neal takes it, zips it inside to Sunderland, top of the key. Throw it around to Price, left side, gets the baseline to Reed, free throw line to Neal, trying to drive, gets upended by Contavious Hill, and a jump ball possession arrow to the Boomers. But right now, Clinton bone up a little bit more, Chris, in the paint, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a little bit more balance and structure to them. We're now in a position where we got to earn it.
As off the inbounds, they find Price in the left corner, and he gets fouled. Zawoski came out and bumped him as Price pumped for 3 and was looking to drive baseline. Price going to have to step out for just a minute. Kind of, we got rolled up on a little bit, and he catches his breath. Gage Hutchins steps in. Zawoski does pick up his second foul of the ball game. So Ben Cheat looks to inbounds, finds Ethan Neal in front of the basket in the paint. Neal with the up fake, and then the second, or the shot, I should say, goes off the glass and in. Ethan Neal with a good move inside, then off the inbounds, Gage Hutchins almost forces the turnover. Redshin was there, but got knocked out of bounds. Clinton will keep the possession. As Hill takes the inbounds, sees a double team in the backcourt. Cheap and Hutchins on his pass wayward. Ethan Hill with the easy steal and the dunk. Maybe one all clean, but the Boomer bench doesn't care. Neal with another one. He's got 13. Now another steal. Back the other way. Cheap for layup. It's too strong. Hutchins with the rebound backside shot. Swatted away. Cheap comes up with it and then bounces it off his knee. It's back to Clinton. So forced turnovers back to back for the Boomers. Capitalize on one with an Ethan Neal dunk, but couldn't get the other one.
Yeah, let's go back to the Ethan Neal dunk. I mean, there is a level of confidence whenever you break away and you've got that kind of ability. That's an energy boost for our guys.
And a almost third steal off the inbounds as Clinton scrambles. Somehow they come away with it. Thompson feeds that direction on the block, finds Malone for the runner, and Malone nails it. Ty Malone with the bucket. He's got 5. 38-23. Boomers on top by 15. Neal, the left baseline jumper, just a bit strong. It was open, couldn't convert it. Rebound collected by Malone. Clinton pushes ahead down the right side. Parker Adams in the corner. Picks it up, feeds it to Malone. Malone drives out to Redchin left corner for 3. Redchin shot too strong off the iron. Rebound swatted out. Hutchins trying to get it. But Adams rolls on the floor with it. He rolled. They did call it travel as they work it back to Malone. The left corner 3. That's off the mark. Almost missed everything. Rebound picked up by Neal. Flips it ahead to Hutchins. Hutchins with the layup off the glass right side.
Great play by Hutchins and great awareness by Ethan Neal right there on the long pass.
Boomers take care of the transition. They lead 40-23. 4:20 remaining in the third quarter. Clinton trying to break the pressure. Redchin does no. It goes off the leg of the Boomer and out on the floor. Cheap hustles for it. Scoops it up. They flip it ahead to Hutchins. Hutchins down to Neal on the extra pass for the easy layup. Boomers forcing chaos on the press right now. Neal with 15. The Boomers have pushed lead to 19. 42-23. Redchin working with Malone. Feeds ahead to Thompson. No pass picked off by Sunderland. Boomers get it to Cheap. 3, drives left baseline, almost gets run over by Zawodzki, and that's a foul on the floor. Zawodzki tried to come over the top looking for the block. His third of the game, third of the quarter. Boomers lead 42-23. They'll keep possession. Redchin and Adams step out. Louflin and Whiteman Ellis come in.
Rewind about 15-20 seconds ago when Ethan had that opportunity. When he had that opportunity, he didn't even have the ball all the way in his hands. Like, I think it was just like halfway floating somewhere, and he just used his ability of
Blake Griffin-esque, we'll call it.
Whatever you need to call it. It didn't even look like he had anything on it on that ball, and it just went from his waist all the way up to the basket. So
Atticus Thompson gets the bucket for Clinton on the other end. Makes it 42-25. Boomers trying to push back. They get into Connor Sunderland, and it's poked out of bounds. Boomers keep the possession. Sunderland's triple team tried to pass it out. It got poked away.
So my main takeaway on that was your version of easy. It was my version of impossible. So it was a great play.
There you go. On the inbound, Scholar Sunderland takes it from Cheap. They work it out top of the key to Reed. Reed trying to attack it. He gets fouled all the way there. Held. Zawodzki might have got that one again. And it was his 4th of the game. That's foul number 4 as well in the quarter for Clinton. We'll see if Zawodzki sits, if he stays in. Cheap inbounds beneath the left block. They work it to Neal, top of the key. Back to Cheap in the corner. Gets a high screen, doesn't use it. Neal takes it. Him and Cheap playing catch on the left side. Cheap dishes inside to Hutchins. Hutchins, kind of a high floater on the runner. He got affected. Shot's no good, but the rebound tipped out to Hutchins by Sunderland. Now the ball's loose. Thompson trying to collect. Neal gets it back in the backcourt for the Boomers. Neal now races the paint with numbers. Goes for the layup. Doesn't stick for the shot, but he gets fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
So that was a similar situation to the girls' game with Ibarra backing up and creating a lane, much like Sunderland did right there for Ethan.
As long as they don't call it, that's all that matters. Ethan Louflin picks up his first foul. 5th of the quarter for Clinton. Boomers are in the bonus, remaining 2:59 as Neal makes the first free throw. And for the first time tonight, see Ben Daughtry for Clinton as he'll take out Zawodzki. Neal trying to push back to 19 on the second free throw for the Boomers. Rows around and rolls in. 17 free to Neal. Boomers lead 44-25. 2:59 remaining third quarter off the inbounds. Malone finds Louflin. Back to Whiteman Ellis. Ellis still not across the timeline. Now walks across it. Picked up by Connor Price. Although Knight Tiley, no count. At the Woodward W. Ellis goes over to Thompson, left wing. His pass a little lazy. Picked up by Reed. Reed feeds ahead to a leaking Gage. Hutchins for the layup right side. Hutchins with 10 off the bench for the Boomers. They push it to a 21-point advantage, 46-25. 2:30 left in the third quarter. Malone flips ahead to Thompson, left wing. Gets to the paint, kicks out to Whiteman Ellis, who tees up the three, right wing. That's off the glass, strong. Rebound collected by Ethan Neal. He'll race ahead down the right side. Now slows it up, goes top of the key to Reed. Reed attacks the left side, hops into the paint, finds Connor Price cutting, gets it back out to Reed. Reed rolls around the top, drives into the paint, up and under for the layup. He's fouled. Shot won't go. But boy, Boomer's just running circles around Clinton right now.
It was a weird route, but he was able to convert, get to the basket.
We're laughing because it looks unorthodox. It's just not drawn up that way.
I will tell you, there was no athleticism there in terms of, that's not coordinated basketball running. However, you're in the situation, you made something out of it. So.
Reed makes the first free throw. He's got 8 on the night. Second one on the way. That one nothing but net as well. Reed with 9. The Boomers make it 48-25. Looking for the sweep on this Monday night after the Girls took care of business earlier. 61-22. Clinton looking to break the press as Whiteman Ellis heaves it to the Clinton bench way over the head of Ethan Loeflin. Just not been that second half for Clinton. Boomers done a great job to start the second half. As Hutchins, left side, goes top key to Price, inside the paint. Another nice zip pass down to Neal, who was cutting from the left block. And it's another easy layup. Neal with 19. The Boomers have doubled up Clinton, 50-25. Clinton back the other way. Push up to Loeflin, right side, trying to drive on Neal. Neal guard him tightly on the baseline. Now double team comes in a foul. I think they'll get Connor Price racing in to try to rip it away from Loeflin. That is the case. Second of the quarter for the Boomers. First for Price in the ball game. Woodward on top, 50-25. Minute 40 left in the third quarter. But Clinton with possession as Malone, beneath the right block, throws it into Daughtry. Daughtry gets poked at by Ethan Neal, goes out of bounds into the Clinton bench. Reds keep the possession. On the inbound, Whiteman Ellis has it, goes right side to Malone, guarded tightly by Price. Well, top the key to Daughtry. He's almost stolen away by Neal. Neal does steal it away. 2-on-1 the other way. Flips ahead to Hutchins. Hutchins back to Neal for the oop layup, and it sticks from the right side. Bit awkward, but it worked. Neal with 21. 52-25. Boomers on top, and a foul the other way as Neal a little too excited for another steal and a dunk opportunity. Picks up the foul.
That was a business decision by Neal to kind of get the game to slow down a little bit. He lost a man right down on the other side of the court, so business decision, business foul, good decision.
Sometimes you take those. That's just how it works. Not sure what they're looking at the clock. Trying to make sure the foul's right, I believe. It's Tavian Hill, checks in for Clinton. They'll take out Whiteman Ellis. Hill playing with those 3 fouls. Minute 14 left of the third quarter. Boomers on top, 52-25. Clinton, though, with possessions. Redchin inbounds on the near side. Throws it to Hill. Hill on the left wing, picked up by Hutchins. Oh, runs over Hutchins, no call. Hill looking to drive baseline, gets double teamed, angles it back out, finds Malone beside him. Malone now attacks into Sunderland, goes up and under him, and they call Sunderland for the foul. Malone's shot short. As Sunderland will pick up number 3 of the ball game. Fourth of the quarter quickly for Woodward. They picked up 2 fouls in the last about minute. Malone at the line with 5 points. Looking to add to it. Boomers are well on top by 27. First free throw from Malone, good. So he's got 6, been cheap back in the ball game. We'll take out Connor Sunderland and his 3 fouls. Second free throw coming from Malone. Couple dribbles, dips, and shoots. That one through the net as well. He's got 7. We were still on top by 25, 52-27, under a minute to go in the third quarter. Top the key, Price. Goes right wing to Reed, in the corner to Hutchins. Back up to Cheap. Cheap looking to pass, swings out to Price left side. Over to Cheap on the wing, dishes into Neal. Neal triple team Nestle. Swipe that, stolen away. Thompson comes up with it for Clinton. Thompson gets slowed up, was looking to push, finds Redchin across the timeline. He gets trapped in the corner. His pass stolen away by Price, ahead to Hutchins. Hutchins with Hill all over him, floats it up, and rounds around, almost went in. It was a wild heave as he took contact. It rounded out. But Gage Hutchins draws the foul, goes to the line for 2 shots.
So watching Gage, it reminds me of a few years ago. We had a junior, Jack McClung.
Oh, Jack. Love Jack.
Jack. He could.
He's reffing now.
He is reffing. Yeah. Jack could do that. Like, he would just be in a very awkward, horrible situation, throw it up because he knew he already had the foul caught, and somehow it would either drain it, it would rack around the rim, it would somehow.
I remember a few of those. Those were some odd angle shots.
Never made sense, but he was able to pull them off, and Gage is shown to be a player just like that.
It was a make and miss for the Boomers on the free throw, and a steal the other way as Neal scoops it up on the drive. He can't get the layup from the left side, and it's all on the ground. Who's out of bounds off of, they say, last touch by the Boomers, as they lead 53-27. 20 seconds remain in the third quarter. Clinton has the possession. Boomers still with the full press as Gage Hutchins guard the baseline. Hill inbounds to Malone. Malone picked up by Cheap. Flips ahead to Thompson. No, stolen away by Neal. Read it like a DB. Pushed up to Price. Left wing for 3. That's off the line. Short off the side of the rim. Price, though, gets his own rebound and then travels. He got caught up in traffic with 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
I don't think he ever had his feet under him from the moment he took the 3 to the rebound. He just was never in control.
Clinton trying to break press with 3 seconds. Redshin feeds ahead to Loafland. 1 second at the buzzer. The 3, it's too strong. And that's how we end the third quarter. Woodward takes a 53-27 advantage into the final frame. We'll step aside for break. Listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
More than 600,000 Oklahomans have disabilities. We can't afford to leave great employees behind just because they do things differently.
Who we are and what we accomplish
are much more important.
Hire an Oklahoman with a disability and gain dependability, commitment, and lower turnover. Reach out. Oklahoma Rehabilitation Services, okdrs.gov, 1-800-845-8476.
1 in 4 Americans have a disability. I'm one of them. I'm also a working mom who cares deeply about making sure every child with a disability thrives by getting their access needs met. We've got a trusted ally by our side. Easter Seals provides children and families the foundation for lifelong success through early learning programs, skills training, and prep for college and career. That's my Easter Seals. Make it yours. Join us at easterseals.com.
And welcome back to Boomer Basketball. Chris Cotton and Tyler Ridge with you on Z92 Boomer TV as we enter the fourth quarter. Woodward on top 53-27 over the Red Tornadoes, well in control as Clinton will begin with possession to start the fourth, working right to left. Redshin throws it into Malone. Malone in the backcourt feeds back up to Redshin left side. In the quarter, Hill looking to attack on Neal. He swatted at, ball's loose, picked up by Ben Cheap. Cheap races down the paint, goes for layup, short-armed it. Hutchins with the rebound underneath. They work it to Price in the left corner. On the wing to Reed, up top to Neal, and then Cheap was just waiting underneath the basket and finds the easy layup. Makes up for the miss.
And those are the plays that Ethan can make. I mean, his awareness on the court is what is so vital for the Boomers.
A Cheap, another still on the inbound, and Hutchins gets the layup from the right side. Boomers just attacking at will right now. Both defensively and offensively. Extend the lead to 30. Loafland the other way for Clinton. A long 3s. Too strong. Rebound collected by Carter Reed. Reed down the left side. Sews up, feeds up to Cheap. Top of the key to Price. Price backside on the left block to Hutchins. Works back out. Reed looking to attack. Gets to the paint through some traffic, and he traveled. Yep. Was getting swiped at and just kind of carried with a couple steps, unfortunately.
Well, through that process, I think he was probably trying to draw the contact and wait for the whistle there, but it never came, so gravity made him take a couple more steps.
Right. It's all gravity's fault. That's what it is. I like it. I like it. 57-27, Boomers on top, but Clinton with possession. 6:55 remain in the ball game. Rich in the backcourt, seeing some pressure, trying to find Adams, and a kickball off the Boomers.
I'm glad he's working on his early touches. Season is coming up.
There you go. Always got the soccer mind and all. As off the inbounds, Adams takes it for Clinton. Push ahead to Redshin across timeline finally. In the right corner to Whiteman Ellis. Finds a cutting Zawoski for the flyby layup. It's too strong off the glass. Backside rebound by Loafland. Off the glass and in. And a foul. Loafland to the line for the N1. He had Carter Reed for his second. Loveland with 8. Going to the line for the and one. Couple dribbles. Dips and shoots. The free throw, nothing but net. So he's got 9. We'll see Aaron Laredo for the first time tonight. Takes that Carter Reed. Reed to the bench with 9 points. And Connor Price takes the slow jog for the Boomers. Across the timeline to Cheap left wing. Inside to Neal. Finds a cutting Hutchins on the baseline. And guess what? Hutchins with the easy 2 again from the left side. 15 for Gage Hutchins off the bench.
They're 6th man of the year.
He should be it, that's for sure. Glenn the other way. White Manell is too strong just outside the right block. Off the iron. Rebound collected by the Boomers. Ahead to Ben Cheap. Cheap looking to drive left side. Tough running floater. Too strong. It's off the side of the rim. Collected by Loveland. And Clinton pushes back the other way ahead to Redchin. 6 minutes even remain in the ball game. Boomers up 59-30. High left wing. Clinton trying to attack with Adams. Adams loses the handle. Looking at Laredo. Neal with the steal, ahead to Cheap. Cheap in traffic, gets the layup to stick and took a little contact on the back end. Wiped away, but didn't matter. He's got 6. Boomers make it a 31-point ball game. 61-30, 5:35 remaining. Adams across the timeline for Clinton. Finds Loveland in the paint. Loveland trying to drive on Laredo. That's off the mark. Rebound collected by Neal. Flips ahead to a leaking Gage Hutchins. Lets man ball by him. His layup, though, just rims out from the right side. And a rebound collected by Malone for Clinton. As across the timeline he goes. Feeds ahead. Which should be as Whiteman else. Feeds ahead to Wasia. You get Adams open. Left baseline for the long 2. Short-armed it. Rebound collected by Price. Down the right side for the Boomers. Price drives, feeds it to Cheap. Now Price, an odd spot on the baseline. Somehow gets up top. They work it to Neal. Left wing for 3. Leaves the hand up. He nailed it. Ethan Neal with 24 points. Boomers make it 64-30 with 4:50 remaining. The route is on. As Adams crossed the timeline, they just traveled. Saw the double team coming again. That's, I mean, we talk about the half pressure, just similar to the girls won the boys lock in for the second half. I'd say they very well have done that.
Yes, they have. It's been great to see.
As Pep Club, I told you it gets fuller and fuller as we go along. Got the JV guys there, some of the girls, and they're fired up. Boomers the other way on the right side. A little give and go from Neal to Hutchins, and Hutchins another deuce. Right at the basket, he's got 17.
The energy's coming from Zane Lawson coming off the bench. He is ready to enter the game.
Oh, there we go. About to see big old Zane. Another shot missed by Clinton. Boomers with the board. Cheap races down the left side. Got swiped at, loses it momentarily. Neal collects it. Goes top the key to Price. Price dumps into Neal. He's bumped again, but works out to Laredo. Back to Neal in the right corner for 3. Hits another one. Neal, nothing but net. He's got 27. Boomers pouring it on, 69-30. 4 minutes left in the ball game. Clinton, high right wing with Whiteman Ellis, another steal. Neal takes it away, races down to the paint, trying to go for layup, and he gets fouled. Jump ball, excuse me. Possession arrow keeps it with the Boomers, and we do see Zane Lawson check in for Ben Cheap. And the pep call erupts. Brigade Hutchins inbounding for the Boomers beneath the right block. Now, I imagine they might try to find Zane. We'll see. See if they give him a point. Kick out to Price, top of the key. Price trying to drive the runner in the paint. Too strong off the right side. Collected by Contavian Hill. Clinton pushes back, trailing 69-30. Hill looking to drive on Laredo. Bullies the way in. Laredo with the swat at the basket. Oh, my. Collected by Watson. Boomers push back the other way. Price head in the corner to Neal. Back to Price on the wing. Dumps into Watson. Watson trying to go for the up and under move. Stolen away. Laredo on the backside. His shot swatted by Thompson. Watson with the second chance, and it's too strong. Rebound collected by Thompson. Pep Club would have exploded. As Clinton pushes ahead, Malone leaks out on the backside. Gets the easy layup from the left side. He's got 9. 69-32. Boomers well in control. Looking for win number 8 on the season. 3:05 left in the ball game. High left wing, Laredo. Feeds to Neal in the corner. Down to Watson on the block, looking to work Watson up for the shot, gets fouled, almost went in, but it's out, and Zane Watson heads the line for 2 free throws. Big man went to work.
He did, and you know, the thing is Clinton understands his size, and so they're committing 2 to 3 bodies each time he's got the basketball in his hand, so.
Free throw on the way for Watson, too strong off the back iron. Askins Thompson charged with the foul. Clinton
Zane's just got to fight through some of that stuff, and I see a bucket coming his way here just momentarily.
Second free throw on the way, and that one's good. Nothing but net. For Zane Watson registers the point. Brewers make it 70-32, 2:55 remaining, and we saw Gabe Porter, check in for Gage Hutchins for the Boomers. As Contavious Hill has it for Clinton on the left wing. Hill gets the screen out top the key. He'll launch the three. It's off the back iron strong. Rebound collected by Ethan Hill. Feeds ahead to Gabe Porter. Top the key. He'll feed it up to Jake Graff. Graff works over to Laredo. Right side for the jumper. That's off the line. Rims out. Hill collects it underneath. Clinton pushes it back the other way. As Hill hands it over to Redshin left side. Gets a screen, now gets the double team, tries to find a cutting Thompson. Pass wayward, stolen by Porter. Head to Neal, it's a 2-on-1. Neal stopping, popping for the three, looking for 30. That's offline rebound, poked out by Laredo with 2:13 left of the ball game. Neal trying to get that 30. I mean, he's already got to the career high at 27. Let him hunt. Brewers lead 70-32, 2:10 remaining in the ball game. Clinton with possession. Malone top the key, picked up by Porter. Gets high screen from Thompson. Malone goes around it, attacks at the rim, and gets the layup.
Yeah, I don't expect Ethan to stay in the game much longer. He's kind of one of those players that you're going to need in the stretch. So, though it'd be great to have that 30-point game, but you know, health and staying him is much more vital when you have to play out of the goal tomorrow.
They dump it down to Watson. Watson shot too strong, was looking for it at the rim. And to your point, Colt Moore has got up from the bench, so I imagine next dead ball he'll be in for the Boomers. As Malone looking left wing for the three for Clinton. That's too strong. Rebound tipped out by Watson, picked up by Porter, and there's, they call them out of bounds. May have been a bump, but they said it was out of bounds, but 29 left. And there goes Colt Moore, and takes out Laredo, so they'll leave Neal in to hunt. Interesting. So let him go to work. As Colt Moore steps in for Laredo. Top the key, Hill with it for Clinton. Minute 20 left in the ball game. 70-34 Boomers ball on top. Hill gets high screen. Somehow spins off a scoop up and under layup. Doesn't go. It's too strong. Awkward control. But made it work to draw the foul. First foul charge to Jake Graff. Second of the quarter for the Boomers. Hill at the line for 2 free throws. Still hasn't registered a point of the game, but has 4 fouls. First free throw rims out. So he remains scoreless. Getting the second opportunity, a couple of dribbles, dips and shoots. That one rolls in, so he gets his first point. Makes it 70-35. Boomers remain doubled up on Clinton. Minute 10 left in the ball game. Top of the key. Graff directing traffic, tries to bounce to Wasson, gets poked away, but Porter comes up with it. Neal in the left corner, tees up the 3, and that's short off the iron. Rebound collected by Clinton as they push ahead to Malone. Malone down the right side, one-on-one with Neal. His shot short. Neal with the strong defense. Picks up the rebound, ahead to Porter. To Graff, left wing, thinking about the 3 instead. Looks for Wasson, but the pass stole away by Hill. Hill comes with the poke. Scoops it up. Hill racing with the 3-on-3. Behind the back dribble. Puts up the runner in the paint. It's too strong. Rebound collected by Clinton and Adam Flores. Steal for the Boomers the other way, though. Neal looking to drive. Puts up the shots. Too strong. Rebound underneath by Colt Moore. Pokes it back up and in. Colt Moore with the follow through. He's got the bucket. His first. 72-35. Just 20 seconds remain as Clinton takes it across the timeline. Porter picked up Malone. Malone into the paint. The wild runner. Too strong. Rebound collected by Wasson. Hands off to Graff with 10 seconds to Porter. They're looking for Neal in the corner. He'll launch the 3 from there, and that's nothing but net. He's got 30. Brewers make it 75-35, and that will be the ball game. A 40-point dub at home for Woodward over Clinton. We'll take a break, come back, and wrap this puppy up. You're listening to Boomer Basketball on Z92 and Boomer TV.
You tackle an endless to-do list every day. It may seem like a thankless job, but you know better. It's the little things that matter most. That's why you'll appreciate the enduring value of the Michelin Defender tire. Designed for doers like you, Michelin's longest-lasting tire keeps you on the go longer, so you have one less thing to worry about on your next road trip. Stop in today for miles of uncompromised safety and performance. Visit your local Michelin dealer, High Plains Tire, at 2220 Main in Woodward. When you want the best pricing and no gimmicks on office supplies, furniture, electronics, and gifts, do yourself a favor. Stop by Divine Stationery and Radio Shack in Woodward at 2121 Oklahoma Avenue or call 580-256-7040. Serving Northwest Oklahoma since 1939.
What would it take for you to bring your whole self to work? At Oklahoma Human Services, your whole self can help a whole lot of people. Visit okdhs.org/careers to learn more.
Sponsored by Oklahoma Human Services.
New federal guidelines have nearly doubled the number of Americans eligible for lung cancer screening. Insurance companies are required to cover these tests for those ages 50 to 80 who currently smoke or used to smoke. Along with new treatments, lung cancer screening saves lives. If you are 50 to 80 years old and smoke or used to smoke, talk to your doctor about lung cancer screening. For more information and to find a screening center near you, visit the National Lung Cancer Roundtable at nlcrt.org.
Back to Boomer Fieldhouse. Chris Godwin and Tyler Riggs with you as the Boomer Boys complete the sweep on the night, taking the 75-35 win over the Clinton Red Tornadoes. Let's look at some post-game stats for the Boomers. It was 30 points for Ethan Neal. He had 3 threes tonight, had the last one near the buzzer there, and drops the career high of 30-17 for Gage Hutchins. For the Boomers, the only 2 scores in double figures. Carter came close with his 9 points. He had 6 apiece from Ben Cheap, as well as Connor Price, 4 from Connor Sunderland, 2 for Colt Moore, and 1 for Zane Wasson. For Clinton, it was Titan Malone finishing with 11. He leads the day. Ethan Loveland had 9 points. Akis Thompson with 6. You get 3 apiece for Parker Adams, Rufus Whiteman Ellis, and then 2 for White Zawatsky for the Red Tornadoes. Boomers improved to 8-12 on the season. And Chris, man, again, our goal at the half was to say, okay, you said keep the foot on the gas. And boy, did they answer in the big way. You look at the quarter scoring. It was 20-7 after the first quarter. They only won the second quarter by 2 points, had the 15-point advantage at the half, but then won the third quarter 19-8, and the fourth quarter 22-8.
Yeah, solid performance. Exactly what you want at home and against a rival opponent such as Clinton.
And one where they avenged the overtime loss to Clinton back on December 19th. So for the Boomers, 2 wins tonight, but you welcome Alva into town tomorrow. The Gold Bugs and the Lady Bugs, both teams, the Alva boys have gotten healthy. They're looking a lot stronger. We kind of saw that in Alva a couple weeks ago, and the Lady Bugs have continued to be one of the top teams in 3A. So the challenge definitely ramps up tomorrow night here at Boomer Fieldhouse. It'll be varsity starting at 6:30 with girls. The boys follow at 8 o'clock. And I believe we'll have some JV before that as well. Your usual Tuesday night schedule, both on Z92 as well as Boomer TV. Chris, as always, man, thank you for tagging in again. Maybe we'll get Dakota to come back at some point. I don't know. He's got to get him off the IR. He's trying to work his way back. So, but until then, we appreciate you stepping in, sir. And I as always appreciate having Boomer TV along. Shout out to Max and Kyler for doing their work as well tonight. They'll be back with us tomorrow, and if you tuned in on either Z92 or Boomer TV, as always, we greatly appreciate you, just giving us a chance to bring you these ball games. And I do want to thank our great sponsors one final time, as well as thank High Plains Tire Gold sponsor the Boomer Coaches Show, Top Cat Formal Wear and Accessories, Divine Stationery, Klein Mechanical, Northwest Glass, Great Plains National Bank, R5 Custom Embroidery, and Long Shots Bar and Grill, our Coaches Show host. Cannot do without them. And of course, also want to shout out the man back at the studio, Mr. Rance Bay, doing excellent work on the board as he always does. Folks, with that, we'll leave you be for the night. We hope you join us tomorrow night as Woodward host Alva for the second of 2 games this week. And of course, they'll have Duncan on Friday, all from Boomer Fieldhouse. Everybody, have a good night.
You've been listening to Woodward Boomer Sports.